This is high school football on iTalk 1067, presented by Sholo Ford. High school football is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Little Bluebird Studios, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school football. Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Little Bluebird Studios, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Dealer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass.
Right to home. He could go 40, 35, 30.
We're going to get ready to join our radio listeners as well here.
And now, Sholo Ford presents high school football on iTalk 106 on iTalk1067.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Snowflake High School, the site for tonight's iTalk 106.7 high school football game of the week. Mike Granillo here, joined in the stands by Punt Cooley. And Punt, we're about to enter week 3. Is it week 3?
4.
Week 4? I mean, I think I missed a week.
Yeah, you did.
I slept through it. Week 4 of the high school football season as the Page Dust Devils come down to Snowflake High School to take on the Lobos. The Dust Devils come in with a record of 3-0 out of the 3A North Division, facing these Lobos who are 2-1 thus far. And so there should be the makings of a good matchup tonight. Obviously, big implications for both teams going forward in the season. And we'll see what kind of style the Dust Devils bring to tonight's contest. We kind of know what Snowflake does. And some opening thoughts from you, Punt.
Well, I had the opportunity to talk to the Page coach, and a 3-0 start for them, certainly a good sign in terms of starting the season. If you remember last year, Mike, also they came off the Page Sun Devils to a really good start in their season. So you got to look at this program as something, you know, where they're obviously investing in their football program, something we're not used to seeing from Page High School necessarily, but they're – you know, and they're producing some dividends, at least when you look at the work that Coach Stevens has done. Mitchell Stevens has been there at least 2 years, maybe 3. So obviously knows what he's doing and knows how to work these kids to be able to get off to a good start. You know, you could certainly argue that, you know, you got to look at their competition and judge that. But a 3-0 start for Page. They do run a run option offense. They rely heavily on the run, and we'll talk about some of their key players. They will pass, but they certainly prefer to go with the run. Snowflake, on the other hand, like you said, we kind of know what to expect from them. They got good speed, a lot of weapons in the backfield offensively, and that's something actually the Page coach talked about is defensively. They're certainly concerned and focused on those weapons, so it'll be an interesting football game tonight for sure.
Well, and as you mentioned, the schedule, the Page Sand Devils, have beaten Payson, Florence, and Winslow. So not a real tough schedule, but certainly not some slouches as well. So definitely a good start for them. They do come in with just 27 passing attempts on the season. They've completed just under half of those. So as you said, compare that with 125 carries on the ground. So definitely a run-heavy team, which may play into the strength of the Snowflake Lobos. As we mentioned, the Lobos come in with a 2-1 record, and I thought I had their big loss last week was to Ben Franklin. Yeah,
a good solid football team. Offensively, nothing dynamic like you tend to look for in these days with the spread offenses and everything, but they know how to run the ball, and they did an effective job. Not a lot of points put up. The one thing Snowflake can walk away from that game, and honestly the game before that, which I know you did, is defensively they're pretty solid, Snowflake. The Lobos are feeling very confident defensively. Offensively, I think they probably could, I think they would admit they could probably use a little bit more consistency and get into sync more in terms of putting points up on the board.
Well, and they do run a balanced attack offensively, 70 pass attempts on the season, 95 rushes. So definitely balance, a little bit run heavy, and there's a good reason for that. And for the Snowflake Lobos, I think it really starts and ends with David Brimhall as we get set to talk about our key players to the game. Excuse me, our Ace Hardware key players to the game. If you're Ace Hardware has a 24-hour, 7-day week locksmith, and next time you're locked out of your car or just need a key replaced any hour of the day or night, call Ace Hardware, your helpful location or helpful place with 3 locations in Pine Top, Overguard, and Show Low. So punt. Let's start though in our key players of the game with the Page Sand Devils.
Well, it looks like on our screen here they're going to go with the home Snowflake, which is fine. Ethan Ramage, of course, the junior quarterback, tall kid, 6'2". He's able to look down the field well behind that big offensive front of the Lobos. We've seen him make progress in every game leading up to tonight, so that's going to be a big key, of course, for the Lobos. And then another player, of course, their workhorse in the backfield. Actually, there's a couple, but David Brimhall has certainly excelled so far this season for the Lobos. Big, thick kid inside, 195-pounder. He hits the line of scrimmage with speed, and he likes to run downhill, and he'll punish linebackers. So certainly a big key in tonight's football game against Page, where they're going to want to spread the field. And then complementing him in the backfield, number 28, Bridgen Turley. We talked earlier about that sideline to sideline speed. So between Brimhall actually and Turley probably a little bit more so, they're going to make that defensive front and the linebackers for the Page Sand Devils work. And I think they feel pretty confident, the Lobos do, tonight, of being able to use their speed to the outside, and we'll see how that works out for them. And then lastly, one of their key defensive players also plays tight end, is Tragan Standerfer for Snowflake. Big kid, anchors that defense from the middle linebacker position, has played solid all season long so far. Of course, he's helped out by that big front from the Snowflake Lobos, but he'll certainly be a person to watch tonight. And then for the visiting Page Sand Devils, one of their big weapons actually in the backfield, running back number 1, big kid, 5'11", 183 pounds, good speed, is Kyle Meredith. He's we talked about their read option offense, that they run Page runs everything off that read option. And, of course, you need to have a running back that can pick up yards either inside or out, and Meredith has certainly proven to be a key there. Also, number 2, also in the running back, Hayden Gracia, to complement Meredith. Gracia, a smaller kid, of course, much quicker. He can provide them that outside speed to the outside to stretch those defenses. So he's going to be someone to look for tonight. And then the next player that's, Dananian Sloan, he's a wide receiver, also plays defensive back, a key on defense for them. He'll be big, I think, in terms of, helping to defend that Snowflake passing game to the extent that they try to go tonight with that to diversify the Lobo offense, but also a key player on offense. Even though Page doesn't throw much, when they do throw, they like to look for Sloan. And then last, of course, is the quarterback, number 14, Robert Smith, just a sophomore, good-sized kid, 5'10", $160. Obviously learning the system here for Page, but he's, and at least in these first 3 games this season, he's been able to do a very effective job in running that read option offense for the Page Sand Devils.
Well, and Smith hasn't had quite as many snaps as their other quarterback, Gomez, and perhaps he might be hurt tonight. But to check in on that, and thank you for that rundown of those key players of the game, the Ace Hardware key players of the game. We're going to go down to the sideline. Our sideline reporter, Ron Everingham, who's going to give us this Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report. Ron? Yep, there you go. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Ron.
For the Page Sand Devils tonight, they are all healthy. The only report that we had from Snowflake, and you probably mentioned this, but they have a player returning from last week, a key player, number 25, David Brimhall, who I guess was out last week with a groin pull, but he's back in a limited role tonight, they're saying. And so that's the Summit Healthcare report. Back up to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Ron, and I think I got that all figured out now. How that's supposed to work out. Technical difficulties already here early on in the season. Well, that's going to do it for our pregame show right here on iTalk 106.7. When we come back, it'll be time for kickoff right here from Snowflake High School. It's the Page Sand Devils and the Snowflake Lobos, presented by Sholo Ford here on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com. We'll be right back.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
All right, welcome back to Snowflake High School. Site of tonight's high school football contest between the Page Sand Devils and the Snowflake Lobos. The captains are out at midfield, about ready to have the captains meeting, and we get a good look if we can get a camera shot of the captains going out onto the field.
New uniforms.
Yeah, new uniforms, and let's see.
So
We got David Brimhall. We got Tragan Standifer. We have Jordan Haddon.
Introduce each other.
As we get audio of our officials. But there you see the new uniforms, and as soon as this
How you guys doing tonight?
coin toss happens, we'll go back down to Ron
Mr.
Everingham,
Webb,
who has
Chet,
a report on
Greg,
the new
and
uniforms for the
Alex is
Snowflake
somewhere over
Lobos.
here. All right. First of all, guys, welcome. All right. Thanks for coming out. Biggest thing is showing respect for each other, respect for your school, respect for the game of football, okay? We do that, we're good. All right? You guys have any questions? Come and talk to us. All right? But come talk to us. Don't yell and scream. Just come talk, okay? Paige, you guys are the visiting team. We're going to let you call it in the air. We have a heads with our president on the front. We have a tails with the presidential symbol. When it's in the air, call it loud enough so check. So Paige wins the toss, and they're going to defer. You want the ball. All right, which side would you like to defend? Let's go ahead and switch sides.
All right, so the Page Sand Devils, I'm going to say that too many
Snowflake
times.
will receive. You guys shake
has
hands,
won the
come out
toss.
ready to play, all right? Good luck.
And they defer to the second half. So Snowflake will get the ball get their offense out on the field and see if they can make something happen against this Page defense. And that reminds me to remind you that when it comes time to kick off your college education, pick the college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College, and they will be presenting tonight's opening kickoff as the home crowd has started to pick up a little bit. We're going to probably have to stand up to be able to see here come the Snowflake Lobos. And they are American. So punt as we get set for kickoff here. Some final thoughts on what is your expectations from these Snowflake Lobos? I know you saw them last week, 2 weeks ago, and what do you expect to see from them tonight?
Well, the thing that impressed me, and it's actually over the last couple of games because I was able to watch tape on the game that you did the week before, is defensively. I mean, this team is pretty solid. Ben Franklin had to work really hard to get the points they did. Obviously enough to end up winning the game, but they really had to work hard to get those points. Actually had to throw the ball more than I think that team is probably used to having to do just to spread the defense a little bit. So Snowflake, impressive defensively. Of course, you don't want to rest on your laurels in that respect. If you're the Lobos, you want to keep continuing to bring that pressure, but they are big up front. They've got good linebackers. They play well defensively. I think offensively the big key for them tonight is going to be just be more consistent. We've seen them move the ball with their running game and more with more success in each game passing, but they just got to get more consistent.
All right, the Sand Devils are set to kick off. Back deep for the Lobos are Turley and Cody Fox. Is it Fox? As the Sand Devils break the huddle. And set to kick off will be Danian Sloan. Teed up at the 40. Kick is off, and it's an onside kick. And taken by the Lobos at the 50-yard line. Somebody went up big for that one. Looks like it was 62. We don't have a 62 on our roster. But good job by that young man to go up and get that.
52 actually, I think, Mike.
Okay.
Because of the way
Brennan
those numbers
Beatty.
look. Yep. Beatty. He's up front, one of the 5 up front. He runs up and quickly grabs that pop-up kick. So Snowflake, of course, starting off with outstanding field position on their first possession.
Ramage will send 2 receivers wide right, 2 to the left. He'll stand in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fake, looking to throw over the middle. Has a man. It's complete to Jake Christensen, and he's going to be tackled immediately as the Sand Devils swarm. But it will be a pickup of 3 across the 45. It'll bring up second down and 7.
Just a quick pass to Christensen, who fakes the dive through the middle of the line and then turns right in the middle of the field for that curl route. So Snowflake talked about, Page will start out with a 3-man front with 5 linebackers, and it looks like they're going to try picking apart those linebackers behind the line of scrimmage.
Brimhall, the deep man at the running back behind Ramage. Takes a snap. This time he'll give to Brimhall up the middle, and a lot of yards after contact for Brimhall as Gracia makes the tackle after a 4-yard pickup. Going to bring up, set up a 3rd and short for the Lobos, so just where they want to be on their first third down situation.
And interestingly, Gracia, we talked about him being one of their key running backs for the Page Sand Devils. He is their nose guard defensively, 5'4", $150, $155. So obviously relying on his quickness up front.
Single receiver to the right. There is 1 wide out left as the 2 backs go behind Ramage. In the gun, takes a snap, fake, looking to throw over the middle. It's tipped and almost intercepted. One of the linemen up front got his mitts on it, and Sloan almost picked it off. Looks like Yazzie got up there.
That's a safety coming up. Yazzie against Standifer, one of the taller kids out there for the Lobos, the tight end. And again, they're attacking the middle of the field on their passing routes are the Lobos. But just good defensive support from the safety that time for the Page Sand Devils.
It looks like on 4th down, the Lobos are going to punt here. And no, it's a fake. Direct snap off the end, and it's going to be enough for a first down to Mason McKinley as he will pick up 6 yards.
Nicholas Yazzie for the Sand Devils on the tackle, but as you say, Mike, not after a big gain on that quick snap, direct snap right to the runner for the Lobos, who gets the first down.
That's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. at the 31-yard line, so the Lobos keep the drive alive. I thought it was kind of surprising that they were going to punt that deep into Page territory this early in the game. So 1st and 10, 2 backs to the right of Ramage. Takes a snap. He's going to give to the deep man, hit in the backfield, but gets to the line of scrimmage and then some. That's to Bridgen Turley, and he'll pick up 2 yards across to the 29-yard line.
Kimball Begay, number 21 for the Sand Devils, a blitzing linebacker, and they will blitz. Like I said, they have a 3-man front with 5 backers. Begay, one of the 5, blitzing on that play, and he'll make contact in the backfield to bring down the runner.
And they got some size on that defensive line. Cheyenne Richardson, the 6'4", 270-pound senior. As the Lobos go back to the split formation, looking to throw his Ramage on 2nd down, complete. And there's one of those matchups that we talked about as Patterson gets the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down for the Lobos, and that he was matched up on the outside with Danian Sloan, I believe, and he came up with that big catch right there. Luke Patterson's tough to guard. Yeah,
he is quick for sure. He makes those good cuts on his routes. Sloan, as you mentioned, was out there in the flats with Patterson, but it looked like Sloan slipped a little on the break. Regardless, a great pass completion for the 1st down.
So Ramage has started off 3 for 3 passing. No, excuse me, 2 for 3, and 1 got knocked down. Ramage, though, now is going to leave and go into a trip formation left. And here comes Page. They look like they're going to blitz, but instead it's a direct snap to Patterson. And he gets just 2 yards, so an interesting play for the Lobos trying to.
A little bit of Wildcat stuff going on there. Direct snap to the back, but credit Page, you know, that is a gain, 2, maybe 3 yards, but good job up front by the Sand Devils of filling those gaps.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 for Snowflake as they are in the red zone at the 15-yard line. 8:36 to go 1st quarter. As they send Sam Ruley wide right, trips to the left. One single back is Brimhall behind Ramage. Take the snap, give to Brimhall. He's trying the left side, but a lot of good penetration up front by the Sand Devils, and Yazzie comes up with another tackle along. That is Yazzie, but flags on the field.
Yeah, there's really nothing up front that time. Good job by the Sand Devils just filling up those inside gaps. And it looks like
add insult to injury, holding.
Yeah, we'll see what we do here. It looks Snowflake's walking back.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the spot, still 2nd down.
That is our referee tonight, Shane Walker. And he's doing a good job getting that microphone on, so we thank Shane for giving us that call, as it will back the Lobos up. They will remain 2nd down, but now going to be 2nd down and 18 as the ball spotted on the 25-yard line.
It's going to be 2nd and 18 now.
So Lobos again going to send 2 receivers wide right, 2 to the left. Brimhall will stay in the backfield behind Ramage. Send a man in motion. Ramage looking to throw again over the middle, and this one's too low, intended for Christensen, but too low as Ramage missed that one.
Well, and the receiver was open, as you say, Mike, just a low pass from the quarterback Ramage. Had he been able to get that pass up a little bit, he had a receiver wide open in the middle of the field. And again, they're attacking the center of the field, right behind those linebackers, picking apart the inside.
And it's open. It's there.
It is open.
So it'll send up a big 3rd down play, but probably 4-down territory for the Lobos here, as we've seen their kicking game is not the best, as the Lobos are going to run that Wildcat again. Patterson in the backfield. Now he empties it, sends Brimhall to the right, trips left. Throwing a quick pass to Turley. Trying to get to the outside. Ooh, and a good open field tackle by Giovanni Colson of the Sand Devils, stopping Turley for a minimal gain to the 20-yard line.
That was a great open field tackle, as you say. He was, as soon as the receiver touches that ball, Colson's right on it. So we'll see what happens here with 4th down.
We got a timeout on the field. The Lobos with 7:53 to go 1st quarter. We will take it with them. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Hudson's Furniture has quality furniture at affordable prices. With their newly expanded showroom, they offer furniture for every room in your home, including best home furnishings, featuring solid wood construction and a lifetime warranty. and customized orders are available to fit your individual size, color, and style. Plus, get guaranteed credit approval with 0 interest and 0 down. For the best prices on quality furniture, visit Hudson's Furniture, across from Walmart in Taylor.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School as the Lobos facing a 4th and 13, and Coach Solomon wanting a timeout to talk things over and make sure they get a good play. Obviously, if you don't make it, you still have Page deep in their own territory, but the Lobos will come out and send trips to the right. Turley and Patterson, the deep guys, and 2 receivers left. Ramage in the gun, empty backfield. The Sand Devils are coming after him. Ramage looking, doesn't have any, throws it over the middle, and it's picked off. Picked up at the 6 and gets that out to the 20-yard line. Looks like Kimball Begay with the big interception as Ramage has not done a very good job throwing the ball, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure who he was looking to on that. He threw right to Begay, as you say.
Holding on the offense.
That'll be declined.
That penalty's declined. Result of the play. Interception, first down.
Well, the first big play of the game goes to the Page Sand Devils, and there was pressure.
Well, and if you notice on that play, the backers dropped much deeper than we had seen them do because they like to blitz a lot up front with just a 3-man front. The Sand Devils on that play, giving that it was, 4th and 14, 13, they dropped their inside backers and were able to come up with a good interception there.
Well, Snowflake likes to talk a lot about their defense. It will get their first test here tonight as they have the Sand Devils at their own 20-yard line. 2 receivers right. Smith in the backfield, gives to Meredith. And that's going to be a gain of 2, long 2, for Meredith on his first carry. And again, you talked about the option. We're going to see a lot of running here.
Yeah, well, Gabe Gomez actually starting, as you had mentioned, Mike, the junior, 5'9", 170-pounder. He's starting at quarterback. Hands off to one of the big rushers, if not the big rusher for Page, Meredith. Able to grind out a 2 or 3 yard gain on that first play.
So Gomez will take the snap. Here's the option. He's going to keep it this time, runs it up the middle, evades 1 tackler, but could not get by the rest of the Snowflake defensive line. Looks like led by Justin White out there. And so Gomez will pick up another 3 yards. So it's going to set up 3rd and a long 4 for Page on their first series of the game.
That's a D lineman making the tackle that time, along with linebacker support. So again, that Snowflake front doing a good job of not overcommitting, staying in their lanes defensively against that read option offense.
Same formation, Begay here to the near sideline. Gomez takes a snap, loses it, and he's
ball.
going to go down. He's going to be sacked, and back there in the backfield was Bryden Hatch for the Lobos. Takes it back to the original line of scrimmage, so now it's going to be 4th and 9, and tough break for Page. They're going to probably have to punt.
That's a big mistake there. A low snap, but still one I think the quarterback could have handled. He was just wanting to move too quickly. So Page will drop into their punt formation here. And actually the wind tonight is actually blowing in Snowflake's favor, so this punt is going to be going in against the wind.
Yeah. Back deep to receive is Sam Ruley. He's at his 45 though, but Patterson's back there as well, I believe. But I don't know if it'll get that far. Here's the punt. Good snap, high snap, and it is not a good punt. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be great field position for the Snowflake Lobos as they go to mark that off at the 41-yard line. The Lobos will take over, so the turnover ends up not costing the Lobos. They will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, as you say, Mike, that was that punt in the air, I think maybe 15, if that. And it went right out of bounds. So Snowflake, again, we've seen them start off with the opening kickoff with a great field position with that little pooch kick to start the game, and now they're in Page territory to start their second possession. The key for Snowflake, again, is just not stalling out when they get into the red zone.
So Patterson lined up wide to the near sideline, 2 backs in the backfield with Ramage. Takes the low snap, give to Brimhall, and that play just took way too long to develop.
Well, and great penetration from that D line of the Page Sand Devils, led by number 2. He wasn't in on the tackle, but Gracia, we talked about the little dinky nose. He was way deep in the backfield, followed up by his two mates on the front there, and they just clogged that play up from the beginning.
As we see Ramage coming off the sideline, getting his play from Solomon, Coach Solomon. And excuse me, that was Brigden Turley on that carry. Brimhall trying to push him from behind. So the Lobos will come out with the same formation. Receiver wide left, Patterson wide right. Ramage takes the snap, give to Turley. This time picking his way through traffic, makes a guy miss. Still turning his feet at the inside the 30. Tackle made by Brandon James, but not before Turley picks up 7 yards. And it'll set up a 3rd down and 3 for the Lobos at the 29-yard line.
Great run by Turley, makes a couple of guys miss early, but then just keeps those feet moving after defenders make contact and ends up with a good gain for the Lobos.
So again, on 3rd and 3, they send Ruley wide left, Patterson to the right. The tight end, who doesn't get too much action, Trayton Standifer, is on the right side as well. Ramage will take the snap, pitch it to Turley. Turley trying to turn the corner, but a great open field tackle by Hayden Gracia. We talked about him, and he comes up big, and he'll send up a 4th and 5, and now Snowflake faced with a tough decision. Kick or go for it.
That's the nose guard making that tackle. And not that nose guards can't make tackles, but this kid, again, you know, he's 5'4", going up against a huge Snowflake front. He's just beating him with quickness.
He is also a 3-year state champion wrestler.
There you go.
So he is just nosing underneath there and making plays. So Lobos will break the huddle. Ruley goes wide left. Patterson along with Christensen and Turley into trips right. So that'll leave Brimhall in the backfield behind Ramage. Take the snap. Ramage is looking to throw, looking left. Going, has Ruley, and it's caught, and it looks like it's enough for the 1st down, and it is a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down. Tackle made by Giovanni Coulson.
That's a good football play all the way around. Ramage finds his receiver with a quick route, really kind of a timing route, just enough for the 1st down, and then actually a good open field tackle by a slow defender. Had he not been able to make that tackle, there's a lot of green out there, but just a good, solid football play all the way around.
So a new life for the Lobos on 1st and 10. Ruley left, Patterson and Christensen right. Single back in the backfield, looks like. Can't get a number. Might be Fox as they bring a man in motion. Ramage to throw again over the middle, and it's intercepted. Oh, not intercepted. Christensen does a good job of turning into defender right there and knocks it out of the hands of Danian Sloan, who had it on the pass attempt from Ramage.
Well, and on the cut by the receiver, Sloan just outmaneuvers him into the inside position as soon as that ball's thrown. And as you said, Mike, it went right into his cradle. He just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, I think Christensen helped dislodge that ball and save another turnover for Ramage, who's not had great vision so far tonight. It will set up a 2nd down and 10 at the at the Page 24-yard line. Lobos again will have a spread formation. 2 backs in the backfield now with Ramage. Here comes Page looking at blitz. It's given to Fox, and he has room up the middle. He's inside the 10. He's at the 5, and it's a touchdown. Lobos from 24 yards out. Fox with his first carry of the night goes to the house. Touchdown, Lobos.
Great run by Fox. Of course, he gets a great opening at the line of scrimmage at the point of the attack, and then from there it's just his quick feet and nice moves inside, beating linebackers in secondary to get into the end zone. Outstanding run by Fox.
Now the Lobos, with that great field position, have turned it into 6 with 2:55 as the point after try is up, and it is good. And that one good by Croft. Oh, 92, excuse me. I thought it was 82 also. Samuel Crockett. It is Samuel Crockett. And so, again, with 2:55 to go here, first quarter, the Lobos on top over the Page Sand Devils, 7-0. We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
We are set for the Lobos kickoff. It's the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. And it's a high end-over-end kick taken at the 10. Meredith will have it there, out across the 20. Looking for blockers. Here comes Snowflake, though, and he runs into a wall across the 25 to about the 28-yard line, where Page will have their second possession of the game, 1st and 10. On the tackle, Taryn Green for the Lobos.
Well, Snowflake able to capitalize. They've had the benefit of a short field with great field position on their first 2 possessions, able to convert on that second possession to bring the score up to 7-0. We'll see what Page can do here on their second possession.
Well, and so far in this one, that 24-yard run by Fox, our straight line, our Be the Orthodontic straight line play of the game. As Gomez will go back to his quarterbacking duties in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, and he's going to run it. Excuse me, that's 14 out picking his way through traffic, and a good job. Robert Smith, the sophomore, picks up 9 on first down. Green on the tackle for the Lobos, but Smith showing some nifty moves back there to pick up 9.
As you say, just a sophomore, 5'10", 155, running pretty high and vertical on that run. It's a good thing no linebackers showed up, but regardless, he picks up 9 with that run, and Page in good field position here on their second possession.
Taking the snap is Smith. Give to Meredith. He finds room on the left side for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. First down and more to midfield, taking shot after shot and just continuing to keep his feet moving. Green again on the tackle, and some help out there by his receiver, Brandon James. But another first down for the Sand Devils.
Yeah, that's a great piece of running there by Meredith. As you say, Mike, you know, he made some good cuts early to just find space, and then when he encountered defenders, he kept those feet moving and still gained yards after contact.
So on 1st and 10 at midfield. Smith, run the option. The ball, did it go down? Nope. It looks like Meredith took it, but he was snowed under. Justin White, first man there for the Lobos. No gain. They're going to give him about a half a yard on that. It'll set up 2nd down and 9.
Taryn Green as well, number 30, in on that tackle. That's great gang tackling there by the Lobos. Getting that read option, kind of a delayed handoff to get it to Meredith, and he really did not have a chance once he got to the line of scrimmage.
So on 2nd down, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Single back behind Smith. Takes the snap. Smith looking to roll, looking to throw. Throws to the left, has a man open in the flats. It's caught. It's Justin Salabie, maybe. But good enough for another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down into Lobo territory at the 37-yard line.
That's play action pass with the rollout, as you say, to the left side, and Salabie wide open in the flat with a receiver behind him going deeper, takes the corner along with the safety, leaving him wide open in that short flat, enough for the first down.
So the Sand Devils in business, getting a little better offense with Smith at the helm. He continues to put Meredith behind him. He's in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. Give to Meredith. Meredith trying to pick his way through traffic. Nice. Does so. Green there with the first man for the Lobos. But some hard-fought yards again for Page, and they pick up 4.
Well, a good defensive effort inside by this Lobo defense. Defensive linemen combined with linebackers. But for those of you watching on the live stream, you can see Meredith. He has those quick feet and always moving his feet just to find gaps wherever he can to squeeze out yards against that big defensive front of the Lobos.
Sloan and Salabie as we have a timeout. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Page making a run into Snowflake territory, but they trail the Lobos 7-0 here from Snowflake High School. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. Quarter one has just ended. It's the Lobos up 7-0 over the Page Sand Devils. As you see, if you're watching our video stream, awesome graphics. As the teams will switch sides of the field. Page now working left to right for the rest of this half. And they have it 2nd down and 7, 6 or 7. Inside the 35-yard line of the Lobos, as we are now ready for second quarter action. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Smith going to stay in at quarterback. Give to Meredith, and oh no, Smith has it. Great fake by Smith, as he had me fooled for sure, as Smith keeps it up the middle, picks up another 5 yards. It'll set up a 3rd and short for Page. Patterson in there for the tackle. Patton Sparks had Meredith wrapped up, but Meredith didn't have the ball.
Well, that's read option for you. Great job by the quarterback. He sees that backer coming up to go to the runner breaking to the outside, so he keeps to just bolt up the middle for a nice gain. Close to the 1st down for the Sand Devils.
Sand Devils pretty much have one formation, as they do have a trip set right this time, though. Give, and Meredith's going to, that's Smith going to keep, and he's great line surge by his front guys, and they pick up an easy Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down across the 25 to the 24-yard line, a pickup of 3.
Well, a good drive here by the Sand Devils. We saw, they didn't have great field position with that opening possession, pushed deep into their own end zone, or into their own red zone, I should say. But they're mounting a pretty good drive here with their second possession.
We'll see if this Lobo defense can hold here in the red zone. Smith faking, looking to pass, rolling right, dumps it, and it's complete to his tight end, number 41, Nicholas Yazzie. And it's not a huge pickup, but nonetheless positive yards inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. It's going to set up a 2nd down and 1 for Page.
Yeah, nice little short pass there, as you say, to move the chains. They will get the 1st down. And a good open field tackle by Luke Patterson, the safety, coming up just to bury the receiver as soon as he catches that ball.
This time the Page is going to send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Smith stays in there at quarterback, takes a snap, looking to run left. Has a blocker in front of it, cuts it up inside, and he's going to be stopped there. Patterson in there to make the tackle, along with Brimhall. But it is a pickup of 2, as Page had picked up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down. So Smith has definitely changed the offense here for Page.
Well, we saw Gomez, number 8, Gabe Gomez, start at QB for Page. Obviously a different quarterback than Smith. Smith much more of a runner, at least so far in this possession.
Smith will send 2 receivers to the right, has a man to his left. That looks like Garcia. Takes the snap, going to roll right. Is he going to pass? He is, and it's short. Intended receiver was Sloan, but Smith just threw him, and it's going to set up a 3rd down and long for Page.
Well, with the coverage over the top by number 10 Christensen, he really did have to throw that pass under. But as you say, Mike, that was just way too short for the receiver to be able to get to it. Maybe a little bit higher, he might have been able to get the reception out on the flat there.
As we get a chance.
Good defense by Christensen.
Well, I thought we were going to have a replay, but we are now set for a big 3rd down play for Page here. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Garcia back into the backfield. Smith going to give to him. Up the middle, Garcia, and not going to have enough for a 1st down. He's about to the 10-yard line. Brimhall's in there on the tackle.
Yeah, those are tough yards against that Lobo defense with their big front and those backers inside. Gracia certainly a powerful runner with that small frame, but those are tough yards to get for a first down. So I'll leave it 4th and 6, 4th and 7 here for Page at the 10.
Late, the play coming in a little bit late. Sloan brings it in off the sideline. 9:18 and counting on the clock. 4th down and 6. Smith with Gracia behind him. Taking a long time. And there's the snap. Give to Gracia, trying to turn it outside, cuts up inside, but he will not have enough for the first down as the Lobo defense holds. Sparks, Patterson, and Ruiz in there on the tackle to stop Gracia, and the Sand Devils are turned away, and now we get a penalty. Boy, you know what? This is about the 3rd game in a row we have seen Sparks get so unsportsmanlike, and that is going to cost him. I'm not sure if it'll be a first down because it was after the play.
The play was called dead, so who's it against?
It's against 55, Sparks, and he's got him. He had a couple of the last game we did with him.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the offense. Half the distance to the goal, still first down.
So it will be Snowflake ball, but it will be backed up to about the 5-yard line, inside the 5. And they're going to be backed up against their own end zone. So not a.
So they'll coach him up on the sideline and see how we do next week.
Yeah, you go. I mean, we'll see if it costs his team a whole lot. They were going to be pinned back anyway. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 4. Ramage go into that pistol formation. Turley and Brimhall in the backfield with him. There's the snap. Give to Brimhall. He hurdles and falls forward across the 5 to about the 7-yard line. As big number 58 looks like
number
in there on the tackle.
Yeah, number 16 as well for Page. Lance Goetson. Great job by him cutting through. He's a defensive lineman cutting through to make contact really at the point of attack. But
and he's a receiver on offense.
There you go.
Defensive lineman, receiver. Not a combination you see very often.
Page is creative with their defensive line, that's for sure. They're looking for quickness. They go with the 3-man front, so
one receiver.
They like to stack it up defensively with their backers.
One receiver wide each side. Again, Turley and Brimhall in the backfield with Ramage. Low snap, picks it up, throws, and it is intercepted.
Oh, man.
No, it hit the turf.
That was close to getting intercepted.
Looks like Justin Salabia almost came up with that one as Ramage put a little too much air under that one.
Well, and surprisingly, the receiver didn't even make an effort at it.
I think
leaving the defender to go for it.
I'm not sure if he knew it was thrown to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he saw, but the defender made a much better break on that errant pass than the receiver did.
So we're going to call it 3rd and 6 for Snowflake at their own 7-yard line. Taking a long time on this 3rd down play, and a big one for Snowflake as they send Ruley and Brimhall wide left, 2 receivers wide right as well. Ramage will keep Turley in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, fake, looking to pass. He's flushed to his right, throws over the middle, and it is caught. Looks like it's Patterson, and no, it's Ruley, and he's loose down the sideline. He's at the 40, he's at the 50. It's a foot race. Will they catch him? They do, but not before a huge pickup by Ruley and a flag. And a flag, hold everything. There's a flag inside the 20, but that looks like it might be in the. Oh, it is holding against Snowflake is the initial call, but that was in the area of a receiver. That would be the guilty party because it was past the line of scrimmage out in the flats where Ruley got loose. We'll get the call
Ruley
here.
with exceptional breakout speed.
Illegal block in the back on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat 3rd down.
Block in the back.
Yeah, big blow for the Lobos there.
Yeah, that's big. Well,
and
it's going to stay 3rd down is the good news.
Correction, half the distance to the goal.
Half the
Still
distance.
3rd.
Okay. So we'll call it 3rd and 6. They're right back where they started, right before that big play by Ruley. How many yards? What would that have been? Do we know? That's a big play that's going to come back about a 40, 50-yard play.
50-yard play.
So Lobos will try again, sending Turley, Patterson, and Standifer wide left. Ramage will keep a man in the backfield. take the snap. It's low again. He's going to be flushed to his right, looking to throw, does so, and it's intercepted. Intercepted, and it's a touchdown. Intercepted by Kimball Begay. The inside linebacker stepped right in front of that one. It's Ramage's second interception, and it's pay dirt for the Sand Devils.
Big play. Kimball Begay, the backer, dropping deep that time, staying behind the receiver and just reading the quarterback's eyes. As soon as he saw Ramage raise his arm and look in that direction, he just stepped right out in front and picked that thing off cleanly. No one touched him as he walked right into the end zone for the Sand Devils.
That is a Hudson's Furniture touchdown for the Page Sand Devils, and they are a point away from tying this one up with 7 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the second quarter, and it looks like Page is going to go for 2. So Gomez will come back in and do the quarterbacking. He puts Gracia in the backfield, 2 receivers right. He's going to run it, looking to get to the corner on the right side. Oh, and a big play by Christensen to come up and make a tackle. But after the 8-yard interception for a score, our score, 7-6, the Snowflake Lobos on top of the Page Sand Devils. We will step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School for tonight's contest between the Page Sand Devils and the Snowflake Lobos, as you get a good look at a somewhat somber Snowflake sideline, as they have let the Sand Devils back in on a interception for a touchdown. Looks like Sloan will kick off for Page, and Turley and Fox, I believe, back deep for the Lobos, standing at their 15-yard line. And there is a short end-over-end kick taken at the 40. Ruley, no, that's 34, and he's cutting his way through traffic, spinning inside the 50 to the 45-yard line. That's McKinley on a nice carry.
Mason McKinley, the sophomore, doing a great job. Again, just short kick in the sense going over the front line, but picked up right behind them.
As we get a chance to look at this again, as it just goes right over the top, and McKinley does a nice job. Snowflake must have seen this on film because they set up a pretty good blocking scheme in front of him, and McKinley does the rest.
Good piece of running by McKinley.
So Snowflake will try to get back on top comfortably here as Ramage back in an offense. Take the snap, give to Turley, deep man going off the right side, cuts it back in the left side, and it was tackled there. And Gate Gomez on the tackle, but not before Turley has a 5-yard pickup. Or 4. 4 or 5. Who's counting? We're hoping to bring you some inside information on the new uniforms for the Snowflake Lobos here sometime tonight. Ron Evernham's trying to track that down. As the Lobos on 2nd down and 6. Ramage taking the snap, fake it. Brimhall on the cut counter, and Brimhall's got room. Oh, and he's just going to be tackled by Begay. But otherwise, Brimhall's off and running. But it is enough for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Lobos.
Well, a little counter action in the backfield off that fake, as you say, that fake pitch to the one side, countering back. And really, had it not been for Begay at that linebacker position, who did a good job of staying home, Brimhall would have had a lot of green in front of him.
Surprising, Brimhall hasn't had more touches tonight. He was mentioned as one of our Ace Hardware key players to the game, and I believe that's just his 2nd carry. He is in the backfield again with Turley and Ramage. There's a snap. Here comes the blitz. Lobos pick it up, and Turley's going off the left side and escapes the one man in the backfield. He's now upfield at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Turley for the Lobos. Gomez had him in the backfield, but he could not corral him. And Turley goes 33 yards for the touchdown to put the Lobos back in front by a touchdown.
Well, Gomez missing, as you said, in the background. We can see in the replay here, he actually makes good penetration into the backfield does Gomez. Just a miss from there.
Stiff arm, good stiff arm.
And then Salabie further down the field here. He tries to grab him and just cannot hold on. Just a good piece of running there for the second touchdown of the night for the Lobos.
So Lobos will put their point after try up there, field goal, and it's good. So with 6:27 to go here in the second quarter, the Lobos come back with a Hudson's Furniture touchdown, and they take the lead 14-6 over Page. We will step away. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School second quarter action with 6:27 to go here in the second. The Lobos on top 14-6, and they will be set for another Northland Pioneer College kickoff. And Crockett puts boot into it. It's a short one, fielded by Green, and he comes up, tries to cross the field, makes one man miss, but cannot get past the second as Fox was the first man there. And I believe, well, somebody got him. Maybe it was Fox. But Page will have decent field position at the 32-yard line, at their own 32-yard line. So we'll see who quarterbacks. It looks like it's going to be Smith. Gomez, I'm not sure why they continue to run him out there, as Smith seems to have a little bit better efficiency at the quarterback position. So it looks like Smith in the shotgun with Meredith behind him. Give to him. Meredith cutting through his way through traffic, but it's going to be Green. Another tackle for Green. He's had quite a few tonight. Justin White in there as well for the Lobos, and it'll be just a small pickup of one.
Well, it looked like there was a hole at the line of scrimmage for Meredith, but as soon as he crosses that line of scrimmage, just plugged up quickly by that good defensive support from the backers, as you say, to really limit that game just to about a yard.
And you see, you know, that's a pretty imposing duo in the midfield. You saw that picture earlier of Green and Standifer in the middle of that field, anchoring that defense for the Lobos. So Page will send three receivers left, one to the right. Gomez takes the snap, Smith, and gives to Meredith, and Meredith is loose. Oh, and he almost busted that one, but Patterson comes in and makes a big tackle at the 41-yard line. Otherwise, not sure anybody was going to stay with Meredith.
Yeah, you can see for those watching, you can see on the replay here, he just breaks through that traffic at the line of scrimmage, and just one more step, he might have been able to break free, but a good job by Patterson to bring him down.
Third and short. Smith trying to get the Lobos to jump. They do not, so Smith will keep it going off the left side. He's going to try to turn the corner, and he does. He's across midfield to the 45 and hit at the 40-yard line. Another good open field tackle by the Lobos, Ruley, but not before a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Page Sand Devils. And you see as Smith just does a great job of picking his way through traffic, being patient.
Well, good speed outside, able to beat the backers and the corner uncontained.
This time
and
Patterson
that's a
misses.
Great open field tackler against the block right there. That's good job by, is that Ruley that we said? Outstanding work by Ruley just to fight off that block and make that open field tackle.
Smith will stay in the shotgun. Looking to run on the left side. Has a blocker in front of him, and a great line surge by Page again as Smith able to pick up 6. Standifer over there on the tackle along with his middle linebacker counterpart Green. But good pickup on first down for the Page. Oh, they're going to give him 8 yards on that. Going to set up second down and 2.
And again, Smith, just a sophomore, but you know, when he's in there, Mike, that offense is completely different in terms of spreading that defense because of Smith's speed along with Meredith.
Now here, speaking of Meredith, here's Meredith picking his way through traffic. He has a first down and more inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. So that will move the chains, and another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Sand Devils.
And just good job up front as well. We keep talking about the backs for Page, which clearly are getting some good yards tonight, but nothing fancy with the blocking up front, really just zone blocking. But they've got some big bodies up there, does Page, and they're just doing a good job of setting up walls to allow those runners to find gaps.
So Sloan and Salabaye will come out wide right. Smith will stay in that pistol, this time giving to Meredith. Meredith trying to pick his way through traffic. This time, nothing doing as Sparks comes in from behind. And, of course, big Ruiz up the middle there, not moving much on that Snowflake defensive front. Just a pickup of 2. It'll set up 2nd down and 8. As we are just 3:19 away from halftime, I want to remind you to stay tuned for the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. We'll have a look inside the numbers from the first half. So again, Page going to try to spread them a little bit with 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Looks like Gracia in the backfield now, as he will, no, it's a fake and it's a pass and it's knocked down. Yeah, looks like Turley got his pause on that one.
I'm not sure who he was throwing to, but there were at least 5 bodies in the vicinity of where, oh, okay. He had a deep receiver, but it's just trying to throw backers for the Lobos that were able to get hands up.
Yeah, Brigden Turley able to knock that one down. Smith not the tallest quarterback. They have him listed at 5'10", I'm not sure. So Meredith will be in the backfield to the right of Smith. 3 receivers right, and Smith will take the snap. Thought about the throw, but it's a draw. Here's Smith cutting his way through traffic inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. Patterson will come up and make the tackle. And it's going to be very close to a first down. They're going to call a timeout. Page is going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Page. First timeout of the half.
I think that's their second, isn't it? I think that's their second, but
Snowflake.
So first, it'll be 4th down and 1, and we'll keep it right here. As this is going to be a big 4th down play with just 2:42 to go in the first half. In a 1 touchdown game, 14-6, and Page trying to get this one close again and go into the halftime locker room tied up with Snowflake if they can pick up somehow this first 4th down and 1. In these short yardage situations, they've pretty much just gone with the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, they still spread with their offense. They don't, try to pound things up the middle, but they have options, of course, especially with Smith back there. So with just 1 yard at the 15, big play here for Page. Of course, being down by 1 touchdown, this would be a great way if they can keep this drive going to finish the half.
So they'll sing Sloan and Celebier wide right. Smith's going to stay in at quarterback, and I believe that's Meredith behind him. Oh, we had movement. Smith got his own man to
we
move.
Had movement on Page's side too.
Yep,
number
that's what
41.
I mean.
Dead ball.
Nicholas Yazzie.
Offense.
That's a big one.
Penalty. Still 4th down.
Big mistake for Page.
As we get a chance to see, we just missed it though.
So, obviously Page will still go here with 4th down, but now it's 6.
Yeah.
That changes things quite a bit for them offensively.
Do they dare try to make a pass? Smith has not been, just hasn't looked as comfortable throwing the ball. As we get a good look at Coach Mitchell Stevens on the far side. Rolling the dice here. Closing moments of the second quarter. 2 receivers right. Yazzie in the slot. Here's Smith going to give to Meredith, and he's going to be stopped short. He tried to get there, but Green, the first man there, Turley as well. And the Lobos turn away the Sand Devils on 4th and 6, and will take over on downs, 1st and 10.
And again, that penalty on the play before, that just really killed them right there. Snowflake's defense, pretty resilient against any team, and to try to pick up 6 yards against that defense with the running game is tough to do.
Kind of looked like Smith wanted to keep that one, but Meredith wasn't having any of it. That's the one hard thing about the option. The running back is told to hold on to that ball unless the quarterback actually takes it from you. So here come the Lobos, 1st and 10. Ramage has Turley and Fox in the backfield. The snap, fake. Ramage looking to throw again, looking deep over the middle, throws it up, and it is, big collision in the midair.
There's 3 bodies, 2 offensive and 1 defensive, all colliding.
And I think that's Rulli, and he is hurt.
Yeah, he had the wind knocked out of him. You can see somebody come up inside.
Colson's not looking so good either, as Ramage just threw that one up for grabs into a lot of traffic. There's a lot of traffic there, and good no call, I think, as both players just going for the ball. Pass intended, though, I think, for Patterson. And so Rulli, one of their speedsters on the outside, shaken up on the play.
Well, I'm not sure if Snowflake really, to have 2 receivers in such close proximity on a play like that, I'm not sure if that's by design.
Yeah, I think you were right, though, Punt. I think it looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him. And so Rulli walking off the field under his own power. We'll see if we can't get an injury report from Ron Everingham sometime just to see how Rulli is. So after all that, it was an incomplete pass. It'll set up 2nd down and 10 for the Lobos. With 2:30 to go, the Lobos still have 2 timeouts and 83 yards to go to try to take some motivation out of the Page Sand Devils.
Here we go, 2nd and 10.
Ramage takes the snap. He'll give to Fox, and he's going to be hit immediately.
Nothing.
And Gracia, the nose guard, once again there to make the tackle along with Austin Green for Page, and he lost a yard. It's going to set up 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, just a great job up front by the Page Sand Devils. Turin Blackgoat as well, number 65. Just a little old guy, 6'2", 230, helping to stand up that offensive line up front and just fill that space, doing a good job defensively.
So it looks like Patterson, they're going to run the Wildcat with Patterson. He takes the snap going up the middle, and he's going to be hit immediately. That's a tough play for Patterson as Tate there to make the tackle for the Sand Devils. And Page is going to call a timeout with 1:44 and a 4th down. We will take it with them. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Come on, boy.
Well, 4th down and 9 here, closing moments of the 2nd quarter. And the Lobos deep in their own territory at the 17-yard line. Fox back to punt. Good snap. Half roll, gets it away. It's a decent punt. And the ball will land at the 40. And wow, Sloan walking around.
Walked right into it.
And didn't see the ball or something, but they're going to get, Page will have a short field at the 37-yard line of the Lobos. So not a great punt as the wind had died for Fox, and he still couldn't get much on that.
Well, that's a good timeout by the Page coaching staff, on that 4th down to stop the clock. And now, of course, Page with an opportunity here. They've had a tough time in the red zone against that Snowflake defense, so we'll see if they can make a move here. Of course, being down 14-6, leading into the halftime with just 1:37 left.
3 receivers right as Gomez takes the snap, give to Meredith, and not much doing there. Up the middle is just a yard pickup. So the clock will run now with 1:25. An interesting play call, and again, interesting. They have Gomez back in.
Yep.
Maybe Snowflake's able to key more on the running back with Gomez in.
I'm wondering if they want him in there for more of a passing threat.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Gomez is going to roll right, looking to pass, and all the way back, and it's incomplete. As Patton able to put a lot of pressure on Gomez. Boy, that was a dangerous pass.
I don't know if they were trying to set up a screen or what, but that is a very dangerous pass.
I mean, look at
all the way
Meredith
across the
wide
defense.
Open over there. He probably scores a touchdown. He has three linemen out in front of him, but too much pressure by the Lobos. Ooh. Both teams kind of dodged the bullet there.
Well, big play here for the Sand Devils. 3rd down and 9.
Even minute to go as they send 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Gomez will stay in at quarterback. Take the snap. Low snap. Gomez has it. He turns the corner left, and he's going to be snowed under. Nothing doing there. And looked like Justin White was right there to stop his momentum. Brimhall, and now Snowflake will call a timeout with 50 seconds and a 4th and 8 for Page.
Timeout, Snowflake.
We will keep
second of the half.
We will keep it right here. As wow, so time to go into the huddle punt, and what do you do if you're Page here? I mean, this is still a little dicey territory here.
Running the football. I mean, I'm not sure what the strategy is between Gomez and Smith. I mean, they're both solid quarterbacks for Page. But as far as the overall trend of the game so far in the first half, Smith, the much more effective runner, the sophomore, they're going to go with Gomez here. So I'm not sure if they're looking to him to be more of a passer or what. But they're certainly in a situation here with 4th and 9 with just 50 seconds left. Probably need to pass here, unless they come up with a screen or something like that. But
it seems the front for Page, while they're really good at run blocking, have not done a very good job pass blocking. Gomez just doesn't have any time. So on 4th and 8, Page will send Yazzie here to the near sideline. 2 backs in the backfield with Gomez. Take the snap. It's low again, and it's picked up, and nowhere to go is Gracia. And it's going to be Snowflake ball. The clock will stop on the change of possession with 46 seconds, as it will be very interesting to see what the first half statistics are for these 2 teams.
And that was an effort by Page. I mean, it was a bad snap, so that play was pretty much dead from the get-go, but still trying to run up the middle of the line.
Yeah.
With 4th and 9.
Right into the teeth of the Snowflake defense. So, well, will they put this on the arm of Ramage here with 46 seconds to go and 1 timeout? The Lobos. 2 receivers left to the right. Ramage in the gun, takes a snap, looks to throw. It's a screen to Brimhall. Brimhall's got some room. He gets across the 45 and will be tackled just shy of midfield, but it is enough for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down at the 48-yard line. It stops the clock at 40 seconds. So it's now Snowflake going with the hurry up. Send Brimhall to the trip side now on the far side of the field. Lone man on this side is McKinley. Ramage rolling right, throwing at the sideline, has Patterson. He steps out of bounds, shy of the first down marker, but across midfield to the Page 42-yard line. 29 seconds to go as Snowflake executing the hurry-up offense pretty well. They'll get a chance to huddle here with the clock stopped.
Well, it's just 29 seconds left. I think Snowflake will continue to attack those sidelines to try to keep the clock in their favor here as they try to march down for a score.
If Page gets a stop in field, they still have 1 timeout, right? Ramage clears the backfield. 3 receivers left. He's looking that way. He's flushed out of the pocket. He'll run it. He's at the 40. He turns it up, but he's going to be knocked out of bounds by Yazzie.
We do have a flag. It's going to be holding on Snowflake, so they'll bring it back.
see if we can see that as the Sand Devils came with big pressure.
Holding. Offense. 10 yards from the spot. Still second.
They don't give us a number, at least they're not supposed to give us a number in high school football, so we don't really know who the guilty party was, but a big play, a big costly penalty.
Big costly loss of yardage, but the good thing for Snowflake is they didn't burn much time off the clock. So if they can get some momentum here with some passes or.
So it'll now be 2nd down and 20 back into their own side of the field. Trips left for the Lobos. The speed, Ruley, Patterson, and Brimhall. 2 receivers right. Ramage going to look to throw left. Looking, still looking. Has some pressure now, gets rid of it, and it is caught. Caught by Turley. He's at the 40, the 30. He's got blockers in front of him. Cuts it in the midfield at the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Turley. 62 yards. Ramage stays alive long enough to find Turley. It's a Hudson's Furniture touchdown for the Snowflake Lobos.
That's a big play there for the Lobos right before halftime to put another touchdown up on the board. That's a killer right there.
And a tough play, as you see on the replay. Big Gay went for the interception, went for the knockdown instead of staying with Turley, and Turley makes them pay. Great block downfield by Patterson and Christensen. 9 seconds to go. Here's the untimed down. There's a penalty on the play. Ooh, hits the upright and will be no good, but I think you're going to get
offsides. Defense, half the distance. 1 time.
So they will get another chance with the Lobos, as the offsides penalty will move it half the distance to the goal line, as you heard our head referee Shane Walker. And so we'll see if Crockett gets another crack at it, or if they're going to go for 2. We'll put it to a 16-point lead if they can do that, as the offense is out on the field. Ramage looks like he's going to go under center. 3 backs behind him, and that's Sparks in the backfield. He'll be the lead blocker. Ramage takes the snap, give to the deep man, and Fox, he's in for the 2-point conversion. The Lobos taking advantage of the situations here in the second quarter. Take the short field on they get the stop on 4th and 9 and turn that into 8 points with under a minute to go.
Right, and well, you know, the timeout with Page right at when they had their 4th down, that was a big play as well. Great coaching by the Snowflake staff, knowing that they would at least have a couple of plays to try to get into the end zone. So a good job by the Lobos.
So with 9 seconds, we'll keep it right here for the Snowflake Lobo kickoff. This kickoff brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. Don't forget, when it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona, Northland Pioneer College. So Crockett will get to tee it up at the 40-yard line, and we probably can expect something low and bouncing. With 9 seconds. Here's the kick, and it is a low squib kick. It's going to be fielded as it takes a decent hop at the 20. Meredith has it, makes the first line miss, goes up the middle across to the 30-yard line, but will stop there. Clock will run down to the 3-second mark, and so Page will have one more snap before halftime. Don't forget to stay tuned for our halftime show brought to you by Sunrise Park Resort. You think they're just going to take a knee here, or they got to take a knee, don't you think?
Yeah. Certainly can't afford a turnover.
No.
Turns into a score.
Boy, this one was shaping up to be a very evenly contested game, and Snowflake has turned it into a 2-touchdown lead. So here comes Smith. Smith going to just run around, and that will do it as he is tackled after a gain of 2. So after the first half, our score, the Page Sand Devils 6, the Snowflake Lobos 22. It's halftime. And when we come back, we'll take a look inside the numbers to tell the tale of the first half right here on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Hudson's Furniture has quality furniture at affordable prices. With their newly expanded showroom, they offer furniture for every room in your home, including best home furnishings, featuring solid wood construction and a lifetime warranty. And customized orders are available to fit your individual size, color, and style. Plus, get guaranteed credit approval with 0 interest and 0 down. For the best prices on quality furniture, visit Hudson's Furniture, across from Walmart in Taylor.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce. Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School as the tribute to America here on this September 7th day, as they are honoring all armed forces members and the late Senator John McCain with this ceremony, as you can see if you're watching on the live stream on iTalk1067.com. Our halftime score is the Snowflake Lobos 22, the Page Sand Devils 6. As this continues, and we want to take an opportunity to take a look at some halftime statistics and also recap the scoring drives for you from the first half. We have some of those. I'm not sure if we have those on the camera or not, but this is the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. And are we ready with numbers yet? We're not. We're always ready. We need a longer commercial break.
We're celebrating.
We are celebrating. It's a. I mean, I don't know how much a flag like that costs, but it's pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
As you get to take a look at everybody standing, as we will attempt to recap that first half scoring. And Punt has some of that for us from the first half.
From memory?
Yeah, no, you have it right here, don't you? What's
so
this?
The first, and I don't, it was in the first quarter, Fox with a touchdown run, 24 yards, I believe.
Yep.
2:55 in the first quarter for the first touchdown for Snowflake, followed by touchdown by Page on a
interception.
Thank you. Mike Caldwell in my ear here helping me along. In the second quarter with the interception touchdown. And then, of course, Snowflake with that touchdown. 33 yards by Turley in the second quarter. And then, of course, the last touchdown to close out the first half was that big play, that big touchdown pass. And it's on replay now for those watching. 62 yards to Turley. And that really came close to ending the second half. Just 9 seconds left in the second quarter, which brings our score here at halftime to 22-6 in favor of the Lobos.
And I'm not going to say by any stretch that this one's over, but that last touchdown was kind of a backbreaker.
Oh, that was a killer for sure.
And great execution.
Yeah, well, good coaching by Snowflake. You know, they didn't have a lot of time, but they called that timeout on when Page had possession with that fourth down. It gave him a few extra seconds, and great execution to get that big play to finish off the second half.
So once again, our score here, 22-6 in favor of the Lobos, as our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show continues here on iTalk, as we will take a quick break as they will clear the field of the festivities. And when we come back, we'll take a look inside the numbers with Mike Colwell on the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. by the best from the best. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. Our score, the Lobos 22, the Page Sand Devils 6. It is the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. As we take a look inside the numbers with our statistician, Mike Colwell, who going to give us a breakdown of how the yardage went, if it really reflects this 22-6 lead or not. So, Mike.
Well, thanks, Mike. And it's fairly, the numbers are actually closer than the score. I mean, if you take away that big 62-yard pass, and it'd be almost, actually, Page would be leading in yardage.
Wow.
But let's go ahead and get started with Page. Really, they have no rushing, or excuse me, no passing attack. You got Gabe Gomez is 1 for 2, Robert Smith is 1 for 3, and that with a total of 21 yards. Keely Meredith is leading the ground game with, actually he's not. Robert Smith, the quarterback, has got 8 carries for 64 yards, backed up by Keely Meredith for 10 carries for 41 yards, so they're at 105 yards total. Rushing yards, which is pretty, it's a pretty good amount, especially since they don't have a passing attack. They only have 1 penalty, so they're playing a pretty good clean game, no turnovers. Snowflake, on the other hand, has got a little bit more balanced attack. Ethan Ramage is 7 for 14, 107 yards. Unfortunately, he's got 2 interceptions, one that was returned by 21, Kimball Begay, for about a 7-yard pick 6. Ethan Ramage had that last pass for 62 yards to go to Bridgeton Turley. And really, Bridgeton Turley is the story of this first half. He's leading the ground game with 7 rushes for 49 yards, and he's got a big 32-yard TD run. Reception-wise, he's also leading the Snowflake Lobos with 2 receptions for 65 yards, and again, that 62-yard TD reception at the end of the half. Snowflake's still plagued by the penalty bug, but they have cut it down. They've only got 4 penalties for 35 yards, and then they do got those 2 interceptions. Defense for Snowflake is tough, like you mentioned in the pregame, and they're continuing to do that. They only have given up 126 yards to the Page Sand Devils.
All right, thank you very much, Mike, and your assistant for helping us bring those stats for the first half. And, it's kind of interesting to me, Pun, after watching Snowflake a couple weeks ago, that Brimhall, who has been averaging over 7 yards a carry, has not had that many touches here so far.
Well, and last week as well. I mean, he certainly had his carries, but there were times where on drives it seemed like he didn't even touch the ball at all.
Yeah,
maybe once. And he's a powerful runner. You look at his frame, and he's quick. He's quick to the line of scrimmage. He's a downhill runner. So it's, Snowflake, I guess, with the weapons they have, it's nice to have those options, but clearly he's a force when it comes to the momentum of their offense. And but the big difference, I think, with Snowflake tonight compared to the game we did last week for sure is at least they've been able to move the ball down into the end zone in this first half, where we saw them stall a lot last week against Benjamin Franklin and just really struggled to put points up on the board. They were able to move in the middle of the field, but when they got down into the red zone, their offense really stalled. And with 22 points up here in the first half of this football game, obviously they're not doing – that's something they've improved on, I think, this week over last week. Of course, the big play, that big pass play right before half makes a huge, huge difference for them. But, you'll take the points when you can get them, and that was a big play, good play by the Lobos to go up big right before halftime.
Well, we will take a quick break here in the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. When we come back, we'll have a coach's interview with Coach Solomon of the Snowflake Lobos and talk about second half adjustments for both teams and maybe get some inside information on the new Lobo jerseys with Ron Everingham when we return on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Well, there is the sonic boom out here as the Lobos make their way onto the field for the warm-up halftime. The warm-up time at halftime. Our score, the Snowflake Lobos 22, Page Sand Devils 6. We also have a scoring update from Blue Ridge. The Yellow Jackets are up 28-6 over the Florence Gophers at halftime there. So all of a sudden the offense coming to life for the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, who have not had an easy go of things offensively the last 2 weeks, but have things going against Florence. And as we look to get a second half adjustment from Coach K. Solomon with our sideline reporter, Ron Hebringham, will hopefully have that here for us as we go down to the sideline. And no, we're not quite there yet. He's trying to get that lined up as. All right, we're going to go down to our sideline reporter Ron Hebringham with Coach Solomon for second half adjustments. Ron.
Coach Solomon, thanks for joining us. The first half here, Brig Turley had a huge first half, and it looked like a limited role from Brimhall. Can you speak to that? We were kind of surprised that he hadn't carried much.
Well, yeah, Brig broke some big plays. He's a big play guy, and David is too. We didn't play David at all last week. He's had a groin injury. We're working him back in, but the truth of the matter is I've got those 3 running backs that are rotating, and I've got 2 more that aren't rotating right now they're all awesome running backs. So, we're just trying to keep guys fresh and make sure that if we need people in the fourth quarter, we have them in the fourth quarter. David, we're out limiting David a little bit tonight. We want to make sure that he's good to go, next week and on down the road for us. So yeah, that's why you're seeing him a little bit more limited right now.
Some big plays first half to break this wide open. What did you talk about at half? What kind of changes are you looking to make?
Well, and the big plays are great when they happen. It's nice when you get those breaks. We've had a few other times where we were a tackle or 2 away from another big play or 2. But, bottom line, we want to establish the run game. It's hard. They're blitzing from all different sides, and our linemen are having a hard time picking things up. So we just tried to make sure that we got things covered that way, and we hope to see the ball just chunking the ball down the field a little bit with the running game this second half.
Okay, good luck to you second half. Back up to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Ron, and for Coach Solomon taking some time at halftime to share his thoughts. And punt. You like what Coach Solomon had to say about running the ball?
Well, it makes sense with Brimhall. He was out last week with the groin injury. You got to be careful, especially it's not a, what do you call it?
Region game.
Thank you, a region game. So that makes sense, and he is right. I mean, they are deep in the backfield for sure. They have a lot of weapons back there that they can rely upon. So. And obviously they're up in the football game, so all the more for them.
And we will go quickly back down to our sideline reporter Ron Hebringham, who has some info on the new jerseys for Snowflake. Ron?
Well, I'm here with Coach Brian Lang, and it's been a really neat night, Brian, celebrating the Heroes Night, you guys are calling it. And why don't you tell us a little about these jerseys? You guys are all decked out in brand new jerseys. What do you know about that?
They sent us an application, and I filled it out. It was a social media application, so it was total votes on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and got us to the finals and ended up beating Montrose, Colorado by 212 votes.
So it was a national
competition. Addicts is out of Michigan, so they're a national company, and the black kind of came out. We've never been allowed to have a black jersey from our administration, so since we won them, they let us do the blackout instead of doing the traditional blue and white.
Okay, awesome. Well, congratulations, you guys look great, and You actually look great on the field there in the first half. You put it together. So
one more half to go.
Yeah. So that's the story on the jerseys. And again, a great night here. Very patriotic and hero night here at Snowflake High School. Back up to you guys. Thanks, Brian.
All right, thank you, Ron, and thanks for Coach Lang. As the kickoff, the Northland Pioneer kickoff went to the Page Sand Devils, and they will have it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. As the I can't see who's in quarterback. On the far side of the field there, deep in their own territory. Looks like Gomez is going to start the second half there, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more as the Snowflake defense ready for the read option that time. So, Pun, we didn't get a chance to talk to the Page coaching staff, but what do you do to adjust for them? I mean, I know one big answer, but
well, yeah, I mean, they're relying a lot on their running game. We've seen them try to go up the middle. They're, to me, going right into the teeth, the strength of that Lobo defense. If they're going to continue to run, I think they're going to need to tack outside a little bit or pass more like we just saw there. I don't know how comfortable they are passing the football, but they're going to have to diversify offensively in order to catch up here.
Well, as we see Gomez fumbles a snap, but gets it, evades Brimhall, throws it back to Yazzie, and it's enough for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for Page as they come out with Gomez throwing a little bit here as they send 2 receivers to the left, and Yazzie will come out here to the near sideline. Gomez will stay in at quarterback. Meredith behind him. Going to give to Meredith. He tries to bounce it outside, but there's Turley, who's had a big night offensively and now comes up with a big defensive play at the 40-yard line, a pickup of maybe 2. It'll set up 2nd down and 8.
That's just great edge attack. Good job by the Snowflake defense, just not giving the runner, Meredith, any room outside. Just shut that down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, a lot of speed, as you mentioned, the pregame punt on the edge for the Snowflake Lobos, and tough for these Sand Devil runners to really break a whole lot. They've had a couple of somewhat big plays, but have not really been able to bust one. As Page will come back with 2 receivers to the far side, Yazzie to the near side, and Gomez will stay in the gun. Takes the snap, give again to Meredith, running across the formation this time, and is able to get back up inside. Brimhall will have the tackle on the short side of the field. Pickup of 6 on the play, call it 7. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. This is more in the neighborhood of Page's being able to successfully pick up the first down.
Well, they're able to get a good block from Yazzie, 41, as well as Cameron Billy, one of their big linemen up front, out on the edge that time to be able to get to the outside.
Yeah, and excuse me, that was Begay on the outside, not Yazzie. Yazzie is playing the slot back, 2 receivers to the right. Gomez going to give. Meredith's going to bounce it outside again and makes a move at the 50.
Nice
cuts it up inside at the 40. He's loose at the 30. It's a foot race. It's Meredith at the 10, the 5. He outruns Ruley to the end zone. Touchdown. The Page Sand Devils, a 53-yard run. A Hudson's Furniture touchdown to get this one a little closer for Page as they come out and score on their opening possession of the second half.
Well, we talk about the speed of Snowflake. There's some big-time speed there. Great footwork. Look at him move through that defense right there. And just explodes. And those are not slow guys for Snowflake that are in pursuit. Fast. He can get down the field, so a great piece of running by Meredith. Good job.
We'll see if Page elects to go for 2 here, as Gomez has struggled in the first half, but comes out and leads his team down the field here in the second half, and he will stay in. Begay out wide left, 2 receivers to the right. He moves Meredith to his right, takes a snap, give to Meredith. He's going to pick his way through traffic again, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. Patterson came up, but a little too late, and the Sand Devils put 2 more on the board to make our score. Lobos 22, Page 14, opening paragraph of the 3rd quarter. We will step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Right.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. We're set for another Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona, Northland Pioneer College. Sloan set to kick off for the Sand Devils. We'll see if they pooch it. They do. This one's a little deeper. Coming up big at the 30 is Fox, and he's at the 40 and tackled from behind on a nice tackle. Couldn't get the number there, but Fox does a good job. And Snowflake won't have as good a field position, but still pretty good.
Very good field position. Every kickoff we've seen so far in this football game from Page has been leaving Snowflake with great field position. So a kind of interesting strategy.
And it didn't seem like Sloan doesn't have a leg. I mean, he put that one, out there. I'm surprised they don't try to kick it a little deeper. So Rulli will come out here to the near sideline. Slot receiver to the right. Ramage takes the shotgun snap, give it to Brimhall. And here's Brimhall up the middle, has room. He's across midfield at the 45 and finally brought down at the 40. And Colson and James on the tackle.
That's Brimhall literally carrying James into this deep secondary. Just great.
See how we influenced Coach
running.
Solomon right there?
Yeah.
Coach,
so just outstanding play right up the gut by Snowflake to start the second half with their first offensive possession.
Coach, where's David Brimhall? He's like, I'll show you where David Brimhall is. So Ramage, stay in that shotgun. Give to Brimhall again. And he's right up the middle. This time carrying would-be tacklers again. Not as big a gain out of that Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down play. It'll set up a 2nd down and 3. 30-yard line.
James along with Big A for Page, coming in from their linebacker positions to try to bring down Brimhall.
The two-headed monster in the backfield for the Snowflake Lobos.
Well, I was going to say, we talked about how big that touchdown was for Snowflake right before the half.
Yeah.
And you could argue it, maybe even put it out of reach. But for Page to answer so quickly with their first possession, that was huge. But if Snowflake can counter here, it's going to really put them in a good place.
Here's Ramage on the little swing pass to Turley. He has it at the flats. Oh, and a good tackle made by Colson. As Turley, we've seen Turley make guys miss out there, but this time Colson comes up with the tackle, but not before Turley picks up another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down at the 25-yard line.
That's good work by Colson, actually, in the flats. He's being blocked, but he's able to shrug off that, cut through that block and get to the runner for a good open field tackle.
1st and 10, the Lobos send Patterson wide to the right, Rulli here to the near side. Turley and Brimhall in the backfield. Ramage takes it and gives up the middle. Excuse me, that's Fox, not Brimhall, but he's going to be stopped after a pickup of about 5 to the 20-yard line. And coming up limping is Gracia, and that's not good.
Yeah, he had his knee hit at the point of attack, and Bennett, he's really hurting either his knee or his shin.
They got another Sand Devil down, and that's another big defensive lineman, Brandon James. 6 foot, 170-pound senior's down. Looks like he's holding his hip, shoulder. I can't really, maybe knee. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, they're going to get Garcia out as well.
Yeah, he is still not doing well. He is trying.
I think it's his knee.
He is trying to stay out there, but he is just not. He's trying to walk it off. Tough kid. As we take a look at exactly what happened there.
I think he might have hyperextended his knee.
Here he comes right there.
Boom,
and
there.
He gets hit right there, and that's when he gets hit. Brandon James was on the bottom of that pile as well. And they are looking at his hamstring, maybe? Looks like his hamstring may have a cramp. And with 7:19 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 22-14 our score, but Page came out and scored quickly. Did we write down that scoring play that time? So we have something to talk about in the post-game show. I don't know. And James gonna have to be helped off as he is really favoring his left leg. Looks like a right hamstring injury or something like that. So he will be he has been on the field the entire night pretty much. He part of that shuttling crew, bringing in plays in, receiving crew for the Sand Devil offense. So we'll see if they can replace him as Snowflake now ready on 2nd down and 4. Stay with the 2 backs in the backfield with Ramage. And we got movement. And this one is going to go.
Encroachment. Defense, 5-yard penalty. Result of the play is a 1st down.
So it will be a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down on the hard count as they get the 1st down the easy way. Move the ball to the 15. Here's Ramage, going to give this time to the deep man. That's Turley, and he's going up the middle at the 10. Spin move at the 5, and he falls forward inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Very close to another 1st down there, but we'll see where they mark it. No, it's going to be just shy. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 1.
Great running by Turley. Not a lot of room actually at the line of scrimmage, but able to find just a nice little seam. And then when he does meet contact from the defenders, just keeps those feet moving. Very aggressive inside the 5 there for the Lobos.
Fox in the backfield now with Turley. Ramage will stay in the gun, getting a fake give to Fox. Fox has a lot of room up the middle. Touchdown, Lobos. From about 5 yards out, Fox has his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lobos answer back the Sand Devil touchdown from earlier, and they go up on top 28-14 with the Hudson's Furniture touchdown. Speaking of touchdowns, Hudson's Furniture, I'm sure, has a recliner or new sofa so you can watch touchdowns on Sunday.
Think so?
Yeah, I'm sure. They're a furniture store.
Well, you need to let your significant other know about
Perhaps. The point after try, Crockett's up, and it is good. So with 6:24 to go here in the 3rd quarter, the Lobos extend their lead 28-14 over Page. And we will step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Hudson's Furniture has quality furniture at affordable prices. With their newly expanded showroom, they offer furniture for every room in your home, including best home furnishings, featuring solid wood construction and a lifetime warranty. And customized orders are available to fit your individual size, color, and style. Plus, get guaranteed credit approval with 0 interest and 0 down. For the best prices on quality furniture, visit Hudson's Furniture, across from Walmart in Taylor.
What was that one?
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. Lobos offense getting going here in the 3rd quarter on their 1st possession. They go 60 yards and get a touchdown. And now time for the Northland Pioneer kickoff. It's a low line drive fielded at the 24-yard line. And taken out to the 35-yard line. That's Green on the return. And so Page will try to answer back here. They had a good drive their first time out here in the 2nd half, and they will have pretty good field position at the 35-yard line. And we'll see who's quarterbacking. It looks like Smith is now in at quarterback for Page. So he will send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Big A. And he will stand in the shotgun. Take the snap. Give to Meredith. No, it's a fake and a throw, and it's complete to Sloan, but he's going to be hit immediately. He lost the ball. Does Snowflake have it? No, Sloan recovered it. No, they're going to say no. They're going to say no, no fumble on that one. But they're going to give him forward progress, a 4-yard pickup to about the 38-yard line, 39-yard line.
Okay, so looks like we're going to net gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7 here.
So on 2nd down and 7. 2 receivers to the near sideline. Smith moves Meredith to his right. The snap Smith just going to try to get something going up the middle, but Snowflake has answered that call and not giving up a whole lot of yards up the middle anymore. Meredith's been able to bounce a few outside, but nothing up the middle.
Well, we're starting to see, I think, Page offensively up front on that line, just not very explosive as we saw them do in that first half. I don't know if guys are getting tired but Snowflake, I think, really beating them to the punch at the snap.
So 3rd down and 6. Smith with the snap, going to roll right. Here comes pressure by Sparks. He evades it, throws, and it's knocked away by Brimhall. Pass intended for Sloan, but nothing doing. And so it'll set up a 4th down and 6 for Page. With Smith, not too many pass attempts, but that one just a little too low and allowed Brimhall to come up and bat that one away. Don't forget to stay tuned for our post-game wrap-up show. We will have the Breather Orthodontics straight line play of the game, the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game, and the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. As Page looking to punt, and it's a high punt, and it's over the head of Smith. And he picks it up and he covers it. McKinley there to make sure he did, but it's going to be a huge loss for Page and give Snowflake excellent field position in the red zone at the 18-yard line. As you can see, if you're watching on, it just too high for Smith. They've had some snap problems all night, and that one's a costly one.
Yeah, it hurts for Page. You know, we saw Page come back with that first possession to start the second half to put points up quickly. Looked like they might be able to hang tight in this game, but since then, Snowflake moved down the field, put up a touchdown, and now that big turnover really putting Page in a big hole here.
So Ramage looking to pass, rolling left, still holding on, now throws it to the corner of the end zone, and it's caught, but it's out of bounds as Ruley went up big for it, but could not keep his feet in bounds. So it'll be incomplete and bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Actually, amazing move, athletic move by Ruley just to even get to that ball, but he just ran out of ground on that sideline.
Well, and credit Coach Solomon for sticking with Ramage throwing the ball even after the 2 interceptions in the first half. This time they're going to give to Brimhall up front. He's got a seam. He turns the corner, or turns inside, and will be tackled after a gain of 9. Bring up a 3rd and short for Snowflake as Brimhall getting a few more touches here in the second half. 4:14, clock continuing to wind. Lobos going a little more run heavy here, but mixing in the pass. We'll see what they have in store for a 3rd and short as they send Patterson to the wide side of the field, Ruley to the short. Ramage takes a snap, give to Brimhall again, this time hit immediately. I think the ball is loose.
I think
Austin
it did
Green
come
came
loose.
up with the big hit. Could be a Deemer's glass shatter. Here's the game, and Page has it.
You could see, it's hard for us up here in the booth, but you could see the reaction of helmets at the point of contact. Definitely a couple of players from Page went down quickly to the ground. You can see Brimhall here get the handoff, and as soon as he hits the line of scrimmage, that hit right there, you see the ball come out. Looked like 58 for Page is the one who ultimately comes up with the loose ball, Denver Sheen. So that's a huge turnover there for Page.
It does stop the drive for the Snowflake Lobos, but it does put Page deep into their own territory. Gomez back in at quarterback. Takes a snap, give up the middle, and not much doing there. And boy, it looks like another fumble.
Oh, another fumble.
Another fumble, Snowflake ball. Brimhall was right there to help take. Brimhall makes up for his fumble and gets one right back.
I think he literally took that ball away from the running back. Payback time.
So David Brimhall The 5'10", 195-pound senior trying to make up for the drop, putting the ball on the deck, and does so. And so now Snowflake back in business with a 1st and goal to go from the, what are we calling that, the 3? 6? I can't tell.
Okay, folks, here we go.
My glasses aren't helping me from this far away. Lobos break the huddle, send 3 receivers to the left. Turley, the inside man. Fox will stay in the backfield with Ramage. Take the snap, it's low. Oh, but he gets it to Fox somehow, and Fox gets into the end zone easily. Huge hole up the middle. And boy, Snowflake's front starting to really take control of the line of scrimmage, and Fox gets his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, that's just a quick hitter right up the middle, and Fox finding a lot of room to run through once he gets through that line of scrimmage.
Boy,
actually
somehow.
A bad snap, but you can see there's not even any linebackers. He doesn't get hit until he's in the end zone, and that's from a safety, so just a great job by Snowflake.
It is a Hudson's Furniture touchdown for the Lobos with 3:34 to go. Here's the point after try. It's up and good. Putting our score, the Snowflake Lobos 36 and the Page Sand Devils 14. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. The iTalk 106.7 Game of the Week. And we are ready for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. Crockett sends a low line drive, takes a hop at the 25, and picked up there by Garcia. He's got a head of steam across the 30, the 40, and out to the 44-yard line. And Sand Devils will have it. 1st and 10 there as Garcia, the senior, continue to play hard.
Well, we saw him limping earlier, so whatever ailment he has, obviously he's been able to work through that. But that was a great piece of running there.
I mean, you know, unfortunately for the Sand Devils, just a bit undersized at some of these positions. Their line is big, but their backs are pretty small. But they've given good effort here tonight. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Give up the middle, it is Garcia. And Turley there on the tackle, and oh, that's going to be a penalty.
Oh, yeah, they're going to throw a flag there.
Yep. That penalty is going to be on Justin White with the extracurricular. Whistle was clearly being blown.
Dead ball, personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the defense, 15 yards, first down.
Yeah, what you can't see on the replay is the whistles. Whistles have blown way dead, and now he just throws him to the ground. Well, actually, Turley helped him. So Turley can share some of the blame there. So Garcia's going, hey, what the heck was that all about? Play was blown dead, so it will be a 15-yard penalty. And a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Sand Devils. As you get a shot of the upset Justin White. And ball's on the ground, and boy, Smith, who had such a good first half, has not had a very good second half as he has to fall on that one. That snap looked good. He just took his eyes off of it.
Yeah, concentration for sure. Page kind of running out of gas here, just mentally, maybe a little bit emotionally. We saw them start off really well, and that's at the beginning of the second half with that quick score, but since then they've just really kind of deflated.
So it'll be second down and 18 for Page in Lobo territory at the 48-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 here to the near sideline. That's Bigay. Take the snap. Smith rolling left. Wants to throw it deep, has a man, and it is over the shoulder, no good. Justin Celebaye, the intended receiver.
Well, he didn't have a lot of room. That was a thin place, thin spacing to be able to drop that pass in. To the receiver's credit, he's running down the sideline. Just hard to see from this side how much room he had to really drop that pass in to the receiver. Good coverage by the Lobos.
Page taking a long time to get this play in on a big 3rd down and 17 here in the second half. So it's going to be trips to the left. Begay wide to the left side of the field, excuse me. Smith going to give, and Meredith falls down, and somehow Page recovers it. Looks like Smith came back and got it. As Smith and Meredith having a little problem on the exchange right there.
Yeah, Page just really struggling offensively, timing and execution, just not sharp at all with this possession in particular.
So it'll bring up 4th down and 21.
You can just see the energy too. To me, it just kind of looks like they're losing steam. I don't know if they're tired or with those scores, those big scores by Snowflake, certainly weighing on the Sand Devils right now.
The vast majority of these guys have been on the field the whole night for Page. Not a deep bench as Smith goes back to punt. This one, and it's up. Oh, and Smith somehow stabs this.
By Smith.
And Smith, I'm not sure why he didn't kick it, but Justin White there on the sack. And Smith took a shot on that. Why he didn't kick that, I do not know. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Snowflake at the Sand Devil 35-yard line. Minute 17 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Sholo, as we have some scoring updates, Sholo's up 34-0 against American Leadership Academy in the Ironwood. They have 3 schools now, I believe. Here's Snowflake rolling right. Ramage looking to throw. Flops one out there, and it is almost intercepted. Yes, it is intercepted. What a great interception as Salabille comes up and picks that one. Intended for Patterson, but just a great play. Ramage just threw that one out there a little too far.
That's a good read by Salabille out on the flat there. Little bit of air under that pass. You can see him close quickly.
Oh, that was intended for
That's a good boost there for the Page team after just really struggling offensively with that last possession. This might give them a little of a boost here.
Well, we'll see if Gomez comes in and plays quarterback. He is in at quarterback for Page as we go back through those scoring updates. Blue Ridge up 28-6 again. As Gomez looking to throw right, now goes back left, throwing it deep, going for Salabille. And it is, almost just off the fingertips of Salabille as he had just outrun. Who is that over there? Is that Rulli? I think that was Rulli on the coverage. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Sand Devils.
It's a nice tight spiral there by Gomez down the field. That's the longest throw we've seen in a while.
No kidding. I didn't think it was going to go that far.
Ineligible man downfield. Inside receiver was covered. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
So we do have a penalty on the play. Rulli's going to get a break here.
Looks like they're going to take the penalty. They're going to back
So that'll cost the Sand Devils 5 yards, and an ineligible receiver, a covered receiver, went downfield in the pass pattern. So Gomez will try again. 2 receivers left to the right. He moves Garcia to his left. Take the snap. Nope, it's going to be a keep, and there's nobody there as Gomez has nowhere to go. Sparks had nowhere to go.
Stops, and they're going to lose about 3 yards on the play. It'll be about 2nd and 8.
Almost looked like Sparks was trying to get another penalty. So they keep going in the wrong direction to the Sand Devils. Going to bring up 2nd down and 20. 19, we'll call it. 30 seconds now as the clock winds here in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Page is maybe saving what they have left for the fourth, because they have not played inspired football these last few minutes. Begay wide to the near sideline, 3 receivers left. Gomez going to give up the middle, nobody there. Oh, he bounces it to the outside. Who was that? Was that Gracia? Gracia Christensen comes up to make the tackle, and that's going to do it here for the third quarter. When we come back, the fourth and final from Snowflake High School.
The end of the third quarter.
The Lobos on top 36-14 over the Page Sand Devils. You are listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School for the fourth quarter. Lobos comfortably in front, 36-14. Not a lot of excitement really from either sideline right now. Page looking very slow to come down to the other side of the field as the teams will switch sides. And we'll see what they have left for this final 12-minute stretch.
Okay, Cheerleaders, I got a couple more names there.
Don't forget, the conclusion of this one, we'll have our post-game awards, our Beeler Orthodontic Straight Line Play of the Game, our Deemer's Glass Shattering Hit of the Game, and the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. And Punk Cooley will be bringing us those awards. And
along with a scoring summary?
Along with a scoring summary, which is not to be there's no responsibility there. Wow, how can we have a delay of game
Mike.
coming out of that? How can we have a delay of game
Dead
coming
ball.
out of the quarter?
Delay a game on the offense. 5 yards. Still third.
When does that clock start? Whenever the back judge decides, I guess. So back him up 5 more yards, and Gomez empties the backfield. He's going to look to pass. He's going to be flushed out. Rolls right, throws back, and wow, that was going nowhere. I guess it was intended for Yazzie, but it falls incomplete. Can bring up fourth down, and the Sand Devils will be forced to punt. We got a Lobo down. That looks like Justin White.
Holding his knee, that's not a good sign. Looks like his right knee.
Yeah, Justin White holding that right knee, and it looks like he's in a lot of pain. As the training staff gets out there quickly for the Lobos, and we've had a few stoppages in play due to this. Not a game for the faint of heart. Well, as Page gets set to turn this ball back over to the Lobos via the punt, I don't think, for whatever reason, Snowflake has not been a team under Coach Solomon to really run the clock out. They're just going to continue to run their offense, and as White is coming off the field, but not, his right knee is looking pretty ginger there.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on that, Pond? Do you expect to see Snowflake just run the ball here as they get the ball back, or do you think they'll just continue running their offense?
Well, we'll see. I mean, they've got obviously the big lead here, up 36-14. I mean, they have the backfield to be able just to continue the run and just burn down the clock, but hard to say.
So it'll be fourth down and a whole bunch for Page, as we'll try to get a injury report from our sideline reporter, Ron Everingham, on Justin White's condition. As Smith will go back to his own 4-yard line. High snap, but this one controlled. This one he punts away, and it's not good. He was under a lot of pressure, as it looked like Sparks would put a lot of pressure on him. And Smith had to get rid of it for a 9-yard punt. Snowflake will have excellent field position, and here comes their offense.
Well, it's good penetration up front by the Lobos, too, to get into the punter. That looked like Brimhall and
was Sparks, I think,
Sparks
in there, yeah.
Deep in there, right when the punter was kicking the ball, so he didn't have a lot of time.
Well, it seems like, Punt, that this game was competitive at the start of both halves, but really Snowflake has controlled the game as it has continued to wear on.
Well, when they answered that early score in the third quarter by Page, when Page came right back out with their first possession in that second half, put up points, Snowflake answered quickly and decisively, and ever since then it's just been all Snowflake.
Here's a screen pass to Patterson. He gets to the outside of the 20, cutting it back at the 10 and knocked down there. Hard tackle there. In there was Yazzie, and Austin Green turned him back to the inside. But at a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Lobos as Ramage finds Patterson wide open in the flat.
Good downfield blocking there by Brimhall, Christensen, and good piece of running, of course, by Patterson. Yeah, the energy, you can just tell the energy level certainly in favor of the Lobos right now.
So 1st and goal to go from the 9 for the Lobos. Looks like they have Fox in the backfield with Ramage. Ramage looking to throw. Over the middle, has a man. Oh, and it's almost turned over. They're going to say he was down shy of the end zone. As Standifer gets his first reception of the night.
That's a good reception in traffic by Standifer. A good pass as well, finding him right over the middle.
Sloan
tries to make
right
the
there.
reach there to get into the end zone, but it'll be right at the 1 for the Lobos.
So Coach Solomon making a few substitutions as Taryn Green is in the backfield for the Lobos along with Fox. Patterson still wide right and Ruley to the left. Ramage takes the snap, give to Green. He's hit immediately trying to push forward, but
not a lot of room on that play.
Is that a touchdown? That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. What? Where's this? There's no signal.
No signal. I think they say they.
I think.
Oh, we got a flag.
Penalty. There's a penalty on the offense on the Lobos. That's why there was no.
Illegal procedure. Too many men in the backfield on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
So
Correction, 2nd down.
2nd down and goal to goal from the 5.
Let's go back like 5. We're going to repeat 2nd down.
So yeah, while it looked like Green had gotten in, penalty will back him up. And he'll maybe have another chance here. Fox has been the touchdown man here so far tonight. He has 3 on the night, and he's deep in the backfield. Ruley to the near side, Patterson wide left. Snap, here comes Page's pressure.
Keller.
Green, he gets away from 1 man, now 2nd man, and a 4th into the end zone. Touchdown, leaving Sand Devils on the ground. Touchdown, a Hudson's Furniture touchdown for Taryn Green. As you see here on your replay, Kimball Begay had a shot at him in the backfield, but could not come up with the tackle. And then he made 2 others. Cut back. So the Lobos putting this one in the deep freeze, up 42-14 as we await the untimed down. Crockett on for that. Holding by Ruley. Snap, the hold, the kick is up. It's low, but it is true. And with 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, the Lobos up 43-14 over the Page Sand Devils. And we will step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School as we're set for another Northland Pioneer College kickoff. Crockett set to put boot into it. Does so. It's a high end over end kick taken at the 20. It's Gracia at the 30. The 35, and it's finally brought down there. It's called the 34-yard line. As we will go down to our sideline reporter, Ron Evernham, who has an update on Justin White's condition. Ron?
Yeah, I talked to the Snowflake training staff, said he has a strained LCL, as far as they can tell. I don't even know what that stands for, but it's
lateral collateral ligament.
There you go, strained. But it's stable, and said he'll be out for the rest of this game, but they're hopeful for next week.
All right, thank you very much, Ron. You know, we should probably provide Ron with some kind of like a anatomical dictionary or something, just in case.
Let's send him to med school.
Or send him to med school.
Camden can pay for that, right?
1st and 10 at the 34. Smith give to the deep man. It's Meredith. Meredith picking his way through traffic across the 40, the 45, the 50, still on his feet, but was knocked out of bounds just across midfield. But it does have enough for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down on that 16-yard run.
Nice run by Meredith. You see him get outside here and just go straight up field and take on tacklers. Big hit right, boom, there.
Anderson.
Just keeping those feet moving on the sideline.
Well, Meredith has run hard all night, and he will get another chance here on first down. Trying to get to the outside, but nothing doing as Green, oh, excuse me, that is Bryden Hatch on the tackle there. Held on tight to Meredith, only allowing him a pickup of 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Sand Devils as substitutions come in for the Lobos. Smith will stay in at quarterback. Yazzie, the up back. And they put Meredith deep behind Smith. Takes a snap, fake to him. Smith rolling right, throwing deep. And it was coming back for it. Coming back for it was Sloan, but coverage by Jacob Ballard on that one. But no flag. Oh, no, we got a flag in the backfield. Wow. Probably trying to get the pass interference penalty, but
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the sideline, 15 yards. 2nd down.
So this one's going to go on the coaching staff. And that's going to back up the Sand Devils 15 yards back into their own side of the field at the 39-yard line. So they'll be faced with a 3rd down and 22. No, should be 3rd down. That's after the play. So tough situation here for Page, although they do have a man uncovered on the far sideline. I don't know if anybody sees him. Hope they got him covered now. So Smith will stay in the backfield. Takes a snap, rolling right, looking to pass. Going to try to throw back, and it is, almost intercepted, and then almost caught by Meredith. Hatch in there on the coverage, went for the pick and missed, giving Meredith a chance, but he dropped it. So it'll bring up 4th down and forever.
Yeah, that was a great read by Hatch. He tried cutting the pass off as it was on its way down, just couldn't get enough of it. Actually a little lucky there too, because it goes through Hatch. It almost was, they almost completed that pass out in the flat with blockers ahead. But regardless, a good read by Hatch to get out there.
So the Sand Devils have had a lot of these 4th down and forevers, and it has not gone well. They're rolling the dice here, though. They figure they have nothing else to lose with the 8:53. And so Smith is going to look to pass. He's going to roll right, picks up a block, throws it back over the middle, and it is caught.
Oh, man, how did he catch that?
No, did he catch it?
Yeah, they're going to say he caught it.
Kimball Bigay with a big reception and a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. 1st down, 27 yards on that reception, and we'll
just great effort by Bigay just to stay with the ball. He has at least 2 defenders.
This was Gomez, by the way.
He has at least, you'll see he throws into coverage here, 2 defenders, and he just keeps his eye on the ball and takes it right down, cradles it as he falls down to the.
That's a good job.
Yeah, that's a good call as well on the reception.
So Gomez is going to stay in at quarterback. Fake. Oh, Meredith goes down.
That was ugly.
He slipped up in the backfield. Looks like he's going to lose about 2 or 3 there.
And Ruiz thinks he had a turnover, but they're going to call Meredith down. But it will be a loss on the play of 3. Back to the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. Wow, interesting. I guess Coach Stevens knew what he was doing by continuing to rotate Smith and Gomez. Maybe he should have played Smith in the first half and Gomez in the second, because they have played quite a bit differently.
Who made all that halftime stuff. She's over on our student council. She did a great job in putting all this stuff together.
So Gomez will take the snap, fake, look to pass over the middle. Oh, almost intercepted. Probably should have been. That's Ballard.
Threw it right to Ballard. He had a receiver, of course, behind him, but Ballard does a great job of just stepping out in front and hit him right in the numbers. You can see him step up right here.
Well, that one's on the receiver right there. Salabai stopped his route, tried to go behind Ballard, but he should have kept going in front of him. So that'll stop the clock. The incompletion will stop the clock with 7:36, bring up a 3rd and 12. Probably 4-down territory again for the Sand Devils. Gomez has Meredith and Gracia in the backfield. Give to Gracia, coming back around, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. Looks like it was Brimhall once again doing the job.
Outstanding tackle by Brimhall. He goes low just to cut the legs out from under Gracia out on before he can even make a move up the field. Outstanding defensive play.
So it'll set up a 4th down and 15 for Page, and their punting game has been worse than just throwing an interception. So they're going to go for it here. With Gomez in, I would expect a pass. You like the pass on this one?
Yeah, let's go pass.
Let's go pass. Salabai comes out here to the near sideline. Single receiver on the far side is Sloan. Meredith and Gracia in the backfield. Gomez takes a snap, looking to pass. They pick up the rush. Here's Gomez's long pass into the end zone, and it is caught. Caught for a touchdown.
No, he dropped it.
Caught for a touchdown. Well,
he
they're
called
going to say
TD.
touchdown.
He called TD.
Salabai caught it, and it was knocked out of his hands after he had gained control. And there's no instant replay.
We're having an argument
in
in
high
the end
school
zone.
football.
Is that what we're doing?
So here's the replay. Fans at home
you can see
judge.
him come down with it, Salabai, but it's not clear if he had the possession long enough. That the official called the touchdown right
Great
here.
Oh, yeah, that's a touchdown already. Yep, that's a good call.
Yeah, you can see him come down with the football. Number 3, Patterson, is there to help rip it out.
But Salabai had already come down. Yeah. So that's going to be a Hudson's Furniture touchdown for the Page Sand Devils. A 39-yard pass completion from Gomez to Salabai. Gomez will stay in, give to Meredith. No, Gomez is going to throw it to the corner and got it.
Nice.
2-point conversion is good. And that one's connecting Sloan. And the Sand Devils put 8 more on the board with 6:31 to go. It'll make our score the Lobos 43, Page 22. So we will step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
All right, 5 seconds to your audio, guys.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. Lobos still on top, 43-22, although the Sand Devils just scored on a 39-yard pass play, and they will get set for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. Sloan set to do the kicking duties, and we'll see if the Sand Devils onside kick here with 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter, trailing by 3 scores. So just when Page needs some big plays, they got it on that last drive. Of course, a lot of substitutions in for the Lobos on defense, but I'm sure they still want to limit as much scoring as possible. So Sloan will break the huddle. Don't forget, when it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona, Northland Pioneer College. Here's Sloan's kick, and they got offside. He's slowed down. He slowed down a bit too much.
Illegal procedure on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
So Sloan will get another chance. I'd like to see him just try to kick one away. I mean, what the heck? Look at how far up Brimhall is.
Yeah,
or is that Turley?
Page's version of the onside, trying to get it over those big linemen and maybe take a crack at it,
drop it
before the other guys can get up on it.
Drop
but
it
like you said, Snowflake is bringing their hands guys right up behind the front line.
So look, they're signaling for them to kick it deep. You can see the coach on the far sideline, and we'll see if Sloan does. And he does. See, what's wrong with that? That's a free ball too. Fox has it, and he's going to be tackled at the 21-yard line. That could have saved Page all kinds of yardage earlier in the game.
That was a good kick. I think that's the first deep one they've done tonight.
It is. So we'll see if Coach Solomon sends the first unit back out there. As Salabai comes up a little slow, but he'll stay in there, as will Sloan, and Ramage will come off the sideline and continue his play at quarterback. Mason McKinley will come in and do some running in the backfield for the Lobos. But you got to give a little credit to these Page Sun Devils, Punt. They've come in here and after the long trip and not been too bad.
Well, especially in that first half, you know, in the first quarter in particular, they played really strong. Snowflake puts up 7 points, but Page just did not back down. But that, I'll tell you, that big touchdown right before halftime by Snowflake put him up a couple of touchdowns. That was a big blow when you consider the game overall.
So Ramage will stay in the shotgun. Take the snap. Here comes the blitz. Give it to the first man through. Believe that is Green again. And he's got enough for a mountain mobile out of glass. First down to the 35-yard line.
That's one of the running backs that Coach Solomon was talking about at halftime. You know, he has a deep bench as far as his backfield goes. That's a sophomore there. Look at the power he runs with.
Well, and
just keeps going.
You can see Page going after the football, trying to get a turnover here. Clock continues to run. 6 minutes to go here in this one. Ballard comes wide here the near sideline. Ramage will stay in the shotgun. Green in the backfield along with McKinley. Give is to Green. Excuse me, that's Fox in the backfield, but not much room this time for Green as he stopped after a pickup of 1. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Lobos. Wouldn't expect Ramage to do a whole lot of passing at this point. Don't want to let him take a shot, take a hit. Ramage will send Ballard here to the near sideline. McKinley will go wide to the far. Take the snap, fake it. He will throw it, and it's lofted up, and it's complete to Fox. Fox, ooh, that's going to be a block in the back on Brimhall. No, on Trajan Standifer. He's going to get called for a clip. And slow to get up.
Yeah, player down for
Page. And here it is. You'll see it on the replay if you're at home. Begay right here, and there's a block. Oh, that's a clear
illegal
block
in the back.
He said he hit him with his hands. Well, guess what? It doesn't
10 yards
matter.
From here. Replay 2
If
yards.
you hit him in the back, you hit him in the back.
Yeah, that's a good call. It's a dangerous play for that back that's looking up, going downfield, waiting for that pass to drop as defenders are flying in for you. But good play call to get to the outside, beat the defense.
Good concentration by Fox also.
Yep.
So that'll back the Lobos up and bring up a 2nd down and 12. And just when I was saying I thought they would run the ball out, Ramage went to the air. Trips left. Sun Devils show blitz. Lobos pick it up. McKinley, completion. He's got room. He's at midfield. He's at the 40. It's a foot race. Salabai, the last man to beat him. He tries to cut it back up inside, and he's going to be tackled. Demarius Yellerman there for the tackle, but not before a huge pickup for McKinley. A 55-yard pass reception from Ramage on the receiver screen. Down to the 14-yard line. A Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Lobos.
Just nice little bubble screen to the outside on that flat, and it's all about the blocking that they can get on individuals out there, and you can see the blocking is good by Snowflake. Opens up the entire sideline. Big gain there for the Lobos.
So on 1st and 10, trips right, might throw that bubble screen again. Ramage takes the snap. Here it is. But there was, I think the center forgot to snap the ball on time, though. I think they're going to get a procedure penalty here.
The receivers were breaking out before the snap for the Lobos, so they'll take them back 5 here.
Clock stops with the penalty. The pass was completed. Legal shift, I think.
Illegal shift on the Lobos.
Illegal motion on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So it'll be 1st down and 15 now. Lobos will get a chance to replay that down. 4:05 to go here in this one. Don't forget to stay tuned for our post-game wrap-up show, where we will announce the Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game, the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, and the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. Perhaps in that order. Ramage takes a snap. Give to Green up the middle. Excuse me.
Isaac
I believe
Dally.
that's Isaac Dally, yeah. And he picks up 8 back to the 10-yard line. Getting some hard running from these youngsters, getting their few carries here in the varsity game.
Pick up an 8 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
Get some of that yardage lost on the penalty. So on 2nd and 7, one receiver to the far side. That's Ballard. McKinley here to the near side. Ramage takes a snap. Give to Galley again.
Nice.
And pick up a 5 on that one, on that carry. Begay in there on the tackle for the Sand Devils, and it's down to the 5-yard line. Lobos can pick up a 1st down. As Yazzie slow, limping around out there. 2:50 to go here in this one. Same formation for the Lobos. We'll see if Ramage gives it to Dally one more time. No, it's going to be a pitch to the outside. And it's Fox, and Fox is going to be, ball's loose, and I think the Lobos got it, but there's going to be a loss on the play. Surprised they brought Fox in for that one. So Yellerman in there on the hit and the strip, but it is going to remain Lobo ball at the 8-yard line. As you're watching at home or online, we'll get a chance to see that one.
Well, you can see the penetration from the linebacker there.
Could have been a face mask.
Yeah, close to a face mask, but does a good job of stripping down across the ball to get it loose.
So here comes Crockett for the field goal try, and it's a low snap. Hold by Rulli is up, and Rulli got blasted, and that's going to be a penalty on Gomez. And did that go through?
I
didn't get a signal. I missed it. Oh my! They didn't rough the kicker though. They got the holder. Oh my goodness! So it's going to be a first down, I think. They roughed the holder, but we didn't get it. We didn't get a
personal foul.
There it is.
Here's a replay.
Roughing the holder, half the distance to the goal. That's an automatic first down.
Once again, thanks to Shane Walker, our referee tonight, for explaining every call in a very detailed way. So it'll be first and goal, excuse me, from the 3. Ramage goes under center as they load up the backfield and give it to the deep man. That is Turley. Nope, excuse me, that's Fox. The Lobos with a Hudson's Furniture touchdown from 3 yards out. Tyler Fox with his 4th touchdown of the night. With a minute 45 to go, Lobos are up big now. They were up 21, and they just slammed this one right down the throat of the Page Sand Devils as Fox drives through Yazzie for the touchdown. So for the untimed down, Crockett's back in there. There's a snap, the hold, low kick, and just barely clears the goal, and tack one on for the Lobos. Make it an even 50. We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football and iTalk. 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Here's the kickoff, the Northland Pioneer kickoff. Gracia has it at the 30, out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. With a minute 40, Page might get a chance to run some 2-minute offense here as we welcome you back to Snowflake High School for this final minute 40. Don't forget to stay tuned for the post-game wrap-up show. We will have awards and some final statistics, as Lobo's going to keep a lot of their defensive starters in now. All their defensive starters. Now Brimhall come off the field, but every other, and they do have another sub, number 12, Timothy Caldwell, get a chance to play some defense here as the Sand Devils will bring in, looks like Smith will be in at quarterback now. Take the snap, he'll roll right, looking to run, turns the corner, now cuts it up at the 35, the 40, and he'll be tackled there after a pickup of 7. Ballard came up to make the stop. Right at the 45-yard line, clock continues to run.
Well, we haven't seen, as compared to Gomez, the other quarterback for Page, he's thrown a lot more than Smith has.
Oh, here goes Meredith changing directions, trying to pick his way through traffic. Does has a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, a 5-yard pickup across to midfield. But the clock will run once the chains are set. So the clock now runs. We are under a minute to go here. Smith will stay in the gun. Take the snap. Give to Meredith. Hurdles one man. Now tries to get the outside, but just the pursuit of the Lobos too much. As about 6 guys were there. converging on Meredith, bringing him down for a loss of 1.
While Snowflake had great penetration defensively, Meredith actually hurdles one defender really quickly, penetrating deep into the backfield. But as soon as he hits the ground, just great team defense by the Lobos.
On 2nd 11, Smith looking to throw. Throws it quick over the middle. Sloan cannot hold on to it. Takes a big hit from Patterson. And with the incompletion, clock will stop with 20 seconds to go here and bring up 3rd down. I'm sure Page will run 2 more plays here. So they'll continue to shuttle guys in and out with the Snowflake defense. Meredith will have a break for the Sand Devils. Big A will come here to the near sideline. Yazzie will be in the slot. Smith will take the snap. Looking to pass, no, it's a draw. Going up the middle, now picking his way through traffic across the 45. He's loose. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. It's a foot race with Fox, and they're not going to catch him. Touchdown.
Wow,
Robert Smith, 50 yards, 51 yards for the Hudson's Furniture touchdown. With 7 seconds left in this one, Page answers back. As you get a chance to see this one again on 1067.com.
You can see
draw.
him make a couple of moves here inside to avoid tacklers. One there and another one here, and then just turns it on. That's good speed there when he's outrunning that secondary of the Lobos.
Yeah.
That's just a sophomore for Page, number 14, Robert Smith. Great piece of running.
So the Sand Devils will look to go for 2 here on this untimed down. Smith will stay in at quarterback.
30-6.
Give to Garcia,
nice.
And no
Good
signal.
Tackle.
No signal. They're going to say he did not get in. Boy, it looked like there was good penetration, but Green came up and made a big tackle.
That's a great tackle.
And turns away the Sand Devils. So with 7 seconds, our score. Snowflake 50, the Page Sand Devils 28. We will step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School, as we're going to have yet one more Northland Pioneer College kickoff. The Sand Devils are going to have one more kick as Sloan will come on the field, and looks like Fox and Turley will be back deep to receive for the Lobos.
4.
I'm not sure if, I'm sure, I would think they would kick it away, but the Sand Devils able to put some points up on the board against this Snowflake defense, which Coach Solomon has a lot of confidence in. They fake it, and now here's the onside kick, and it is bobbled around and now picked up by Christensen, and he's loose, and he's going to be stopped at the 33-yard line, and that's going to do it on the final play. Our final score, the Snowflake Lobos victorious here tonight. They put up 50. The Page Sand Devils 28. We will step away just a moment. Stay tuned for the post-game wrap-up show, where we will announce the Deemer's glass-shattering hit of the game, the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, and the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, along with coaches and player interviews with our sideline reporter, Ron Everingham. That's all coming up right here on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Hudson's Furniture has quality furniture at affordable prices. With their newly expanded showroom, they offer furniture for every room in your home, including best home furnishings, featuring solid wood construction and a lifetime warranty. And customized orders are available to fit your individual size, color, and style. Plus, get guaranteed credit approval with 0 interest and 0 down. For the best prices on quality furniture, visit Hudson's Furniture, across from Walmart in Taylor.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School as they are retiring the colors. And so we will try to be quiet for that. As we can maybe get a shot of the color guard folding up the flag on the far side of the end zone, right by the scoreboard. Both teams standing waiting patiently, as now we get a good shot of the color guard and saluting the removal of the flag. Very quiet and solemn night here as the Snowflake Student Council. As we're going to have a moment of silence, so we will step away and come back on the other side of this on iTalk1067.com.
Want to buy the #1 selling truck in America for over 41 years? Want to buy a vehicle with a lifetime engine warranty? Want to get the best deal in the state of Arizona on your new Ford car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Anyone can say they'll give you a great deal, but Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford means it. In fact, he guarantees it. Buy the best from the best. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce. Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. It's the post-game wrap-up show here on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com. Our final score tonight, the Snowflake Lobos 50, the Page Sand Devils 28. Lobos victorious and move to 3-1 on the season. The Sand Devils fall to 3-1, but a well-contested game here tonight, Punt, as it was really Snowflake kind of ended up taking control, but Page never gave up and continued to put points on the board against this, what has been in the past, a stingy Snowflake defense.
Yeah, well, you got to credit Page. You know, it looked at halftime with Snowflake scoring that last touchdown right before half. I was kind of curious how Page would respond. Page, you know, quickly responded, put points back up. But then after that, Snowflake just really kind of ran away with it in that third quarter and fourth quarter. A little bit of back and forth in the fourth quarter, but you got to really tip the hat to Snowflake Lobos with that offensive surge in the third quarter. That's what took it to the finish line for them tonight.
As the Lobos come to the sideline to do their little chant, we are going to have a scoring recap from the second half, as both teams able to put points on the board in that second half. Made it pretty interesting at times. And Punt's going to run down the scoring from the second half. Punt.
Well, thank you, Mike. So at half, it was 22-6 Snowflake going into the locker room. And then Page comes out, as I said, on their first possession, a big 53-yard touchdown run by Meredith, their running back, to bring the score to 22-14 with Page scoring on the point after, on a two-point after. Snowflake responds right away in their next possession with a nice drive with Fox running in from 5 yards out and the point after to bring the score to 29-14. And then Snowflake again following up with another good drive. Fox again with a 4-yard touchdown run and a successful point after to bring the score to 36-14. Snowflake again on their following possession with a good long drive. This time Taryn Green with a 6-yard touchdown run to bring the score to 43-14 Snowflake. There's Green on the run.
The misdirection was kind of nice on that one.
Right. Good solid run by Green to get into the end zone. And then right around this time, Page's offense was really just languishing, not a lot of energy, but credit Page with the long, deep pass deep into the end zone. Gomez to Salabi, and you can see him struggle with the defenders here, but enough to bring it down into the end zone. They give him the touchdown, and they get the pass 2-point conversion to bring the score to 43-22. Snowflake, again, not stopping late in the fourth quarter with that 5-yard touchdown run by Fox and a successful point after to bring the score to 50-22. And then Page with their last possession of the football game, not giving up. Big, long run by the quarterback, the young quarterback, Smith, for Page, just a sophomore, with a big 51-yard touchdown run and the point after to bring the score. Well, actually, they failed on the point after, but that's where we finished the football game tonight. Snowflake 50, Page 28.
All right, thank you for that scoring recap, Pun. Just some quick numbers to throw at you for the game. Of course, these are unofficial. For the Page Sand Devils, they ended up, Kaylee Meredith had 124 rushes on 18 carries, did an outstanding job. Robert Smith added 113 yards rushing, so combined rushing for the Sand Devils, roughly 240 yards. And then Gabe Gomez threw the ball down the field pretty well. He ended with 89 yards passing, so well over 300 yards total offense for the Sand Devils against what Coach Solomon had said was his strong point of his team was his defense. So credit Page for that. For the Snowflake Lobos, Ethan Ramage started off this game pretty rocky, had a lot of incompletions, 2 interceptions, but he finished the game with 188 passing yards on 20 attempts. And, of course, rushing the ball, the Lobos spread it out pretty well. We had Brig Turley with 58 yards and a touchdown. Mason McKinley had 63 yards. Cody Fox had 41 yards but 4 touchdowns. Had a lot of those short yardage touchdowns. And then, of course, Brimhall finished with 41 yards again. So, again, the yardage was kind of similar, but Snowflake started with a lot more short fields than did the Page Sand Devils. But pretty good offensive numbers for all those players. We're going to go down to our sideline reporter, Ron Everingham, right now, who has a couple of those Snowflake Lobo ball carriers with him. Ron?
Yeah, down here with defensive standout Taryn Green and Brig Turley on the offensive side. And Taryn, first I want to talk to you about your defense tonight. How do you think you guys played, and what are some things that you were excited to see from your defense tonight?
I think we did good. Our defensive line had a great game tonight. Our linebackers, we could work on some wrapping up, and our DBs some coverage. But other than that, I thought we had a great game tonight.
Okay, and Brig, for you, a great game offensively. What do you attribute to your offense to, and just your success tonight?
I can't take a whole lot of credit. None of our running backs can, but our guys up front, they do the job well and they execute really well. And our offense is really starting to put the puzzle pieces together, and we're starting to make some good plays and make big yards. So, real excited about that.
Yeah, Coach talked a little bit coming out of half with Brimhall being a little more limited tonight, but just you guys being deep. You know, what do you think about having so many people who can carry the ball effectively?
Yeah, you know, you're right. We have a lot of depth, but I think it's great. None of our guys are really like above each other. None of us are more stellar than the other, but I think it's great to have a lot of depth, and we play well that way.
Let me go back to you real quick. You know, this was kind of a special night for you guys with the uniforms being Heroes Night. What did this kind of a night mean to you and your team?
It meant a ton to us, just all the build-up and the support we've had from the whole town in this and from everyone. It was just a huge night for us. We were happy to come out with a win.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys. Good game. Congratulations on the win. Back up to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Ron, and thanks for those gentlemen for joining us. And so with that, we want to come back to punt and talk about some post-game awards. This was a well-fought game, and a lot of guys contributed. We had a couple of them there on the interview, and let's start off with our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game.
Well, I still think we saw a lot of scoring in the second half. After the first half, really kind of a back and forth on a relative scale, certainly. A lot of big points put up. But I still think the big play that really gave Snowflake a lot of the really heavy momentum was that big touchdown right before halftime.
Yep.
I can't remember what it was now, but
it was a pass completion to Turley.
Yeah, that big pass play to Turley. You know, because there's hardly any time left, and that was after Page tried to mount. There's that pass play for those of you on the stream, and just a great piece of running by Turley. Good downfield blocking you see there from a couple of his teammates. Good vision by Turley to get into the end zone, and I think that play right there really just it didn't take the wind out of Page as we saw, because Page came back, you know, on their first possession in that second half, but that gave Snowflake a good lead, gave them a lot of momentum, and they just never looked back after that play. So I think that certainly was the one play of the whole game that just I think made a huge difference for the Lobos tonight. All right, that is our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. And our next award is the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. If you need glass for your home or business, Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call.
That's quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Well, the one play that, and it was actually a series of 2 plays back-to-back involving David Brimhall. You know, we saw him take a handoff, Snowflake deep in Page's territory, actually close to scoring a touchdown. Page able to strip the ball loose from Brimhall, and then on the very next play, Brimhall from his linebacker position, not necessarily like a gigantic hit on the runner, but a really solid hit nevertheless, and more importantly, really active arms and hands by Brimhall to be able to take the ball right back after having just fumbled it on the previous play. That hit by Brimhall, of course, and then the great defensive stand by him, able to gather back up that football, and again allowing Snowflake great field position deep in Page territory, and allowing them to again score, I think, on the very next play. So that play in particular really stands out to me.
Yeah, those series of plays are Deemer's glass shattering hits of the game. And finally, we have our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. And if you're watching online, you might be catching a little hint right there if you're checking your screen.
Well, let's give props though to Page. A couple of their players, Meredith, I thought did a great job tonight. You know, he's working against a very good defense in the Lobos, but we saw him do a lot of
124 yards rushing.
Yeah, great game for him. The combo of Robert Smith and Gabe Gomez, and of course Meredith with that big long touchdown run, 53-yarder to start the second half, and we can see it there on the replay. He's a good solid runner, but then the combo of Gomez and Robert Smith the sophomore, Gomez the junior for Page, I tell you, that team's got something to look forward to in terms of the talent they have in that backfield for them right now. So anyway, tip of the hat to those 3 guys. I thought they did offensively a great job for Page. But Snowflake, again, a lot of weapons. Fox ended up actually scoring, I think, 4 touchdowns today. But the one player that I think really stood out was Turley, Brig Turley. You know, he, of course, that big touchdown that we talked about to finish off the first half. Also another big run from him in the game, a 32-yard touchdown run. We can see here, you know, he's got great speed, good power. You know, he ended up 9 carries for 58 yards in the 2 touchdowns tonight. So I think his performance, especially in that first half, not to say that he took the second half off because he worked hard there too, but, you know, he really gave that Lobo team a big push, and I know he'll give credit to the line, and deservedly so. The line did great work, but you got to tip the hat to Turley tonight. He just had an outstanding game.
And congratulations to Brig Turley for being the recipient of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. The Player of the Game is brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. For the best selection of hiking, hunting, fishing, and camping gear on the mountain, go to the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260. We want to thank some of our other sponsors for helping bring tonight's contest to you. Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Heber and Sholo, the Sunrise Park Resort, Northland Pioneer College, of course, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, Little Bluebird Studios, Deemer's Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant at Honda, Octopus Car Wash, Subway, and, of course, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, our first down sponsor, and our new touchdown sponsor, Hudson's Furniture. I want to thank them for supporting high school athletics. And speaking of some other players of the game, we want to really thank our video production crew who did a great job tonight of bringing you all the live video coverage. Also want to thank our presenting sponsor, Sholo Ford, for continuing to support high school athletics year after year and bringing you our broadcast tonight. Also want to thank Ashley back at the studio for the radio side and all the big help behind the scenes in the van, our graphics, our great changing of camera shots, and everybody who helped make this broadcast a success tonight. Also want to say that for our sideline reporter, Ron Everingham, our executive producer, Camden Smith, and our color commentator, Punk Cooley, I'm Mike Renio saying good night, and we will see you next week.
This has been an iTalk 1067 Sports exclusive, presented by Sholo Ford. High school football is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Little Bluebird Studios, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. This is a copyrighted broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reuse of this program without the express written consent of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves is expressly prohibited. For more information about this game and others around the region, go to italk1067.com.